Hello, how are we doing? Hope we're all okay. I wasn't planning on playing this today again, but I tried earlier and I still couldn't get my PlayStation and my computer to talk to each other, so I'm gonna have to have a severe talking to with both of them and find out how to get them to play nice again. Otherwise, we can't play Sherlock anymore, which would be sad. So we should be able to finish this today. I had a look in the level select, and there are 12 levels, and we're on level 9, so should be doable today. How is everybody? Hope your week's been going well. Let's get into Little Guardsman. So, if I remember correctly from last time, there was a war happening that somehow we're now, as a 12-year-old girl, playing a worryingly big part in. What's happening? There we go.
Leading to the highest levels of brutality ever recorded, with the pointless bloodshed sure to scar the psyche of all those involved for years to come.
Do please let me know.
Haunting words from
about
one
the
of the
sound
survivors
levels,
of last night's charity bake
I'm hearing
sale at the Garden
conflicting
District's
reports
Haven
from
for the
people
Elderly.
about
And now, news from the war.
the game
The
being
battle
too
for the
loud.
Western
me
Food
being
Reserve
too loud.
Grotto was successful. That is the only detail I have to report. And now, more exclusive audio from what has been dubbed the Goodies for Geezers Bake Sale Massacre.
It's my banana bread.
Oh no, not the banana bread.
What was that? Speak up.
I said, oh no, not the banana bread.
I wish my grandson was here.
Oh, it's sleeping now. Okay. Cool beans. Let's get the day going, shall we? No. Oh, there is a note.
Hey, a letter arrived from Dad.
Oh, yay! Why is it stuck to my bedroom door? That's a very weird place for the postman to leave it.
Dear Lil, thanks for writing me back, but your letter concerned me. I'm sorry to hear that you and everyone aren't doing so well.
Oh no.
Worrying about you kept me up all night. I didn't get a wink of sleep.
I thought honesty was the best policy rather than lying to him. Turns out maybe not.
And the next day at roll call, when they were asking if anyone was a mechanic, I yawned and stretched and they thought I was volunteering. So now I'm stuck with mechanic duty for the next big battle.
Oh, it's better than fighting, right?
They say this time it'll be fought in the air,
Oh,
and it's
fuck.
my job to help repair the planes. Don't tell anyone, but I really don't know what I'm doing. But my grandfather was a master mechanic, and I'll always remember the words he said to me when I went to visit him as a kid. What the hell are you doing here, kid? Get out of here! Can't you see I'm trying to look for things to fix so I don't have to spend time with your grandmother? So I guess if I investigate each aircraft that comes my way, I'm sure I'll find something to fix. And then I'll help win the battle. Thanks, Granddad.
Don't know how I feel about a guardsman being a mechanic for the war effort for the airplanes.
That
Going
goes
on
for you
badly.
too. If you draft any would-be airmen, make sure there isn't anything on their end that needs fixing first.
Okay.
Anyways, I better go. Draw me a line again, will ya? But this time, maybe don't write such bad news. If I accidentally volunteer for something I'm not trained for again, who knows what'll happen? Sincerely, Dad.
So I had the option to be honest and say things weren't great, or to just be like, yeah, everything's really good here. It's awesome. Brilliant. Loving it. And I thought honesty was better. But obviously I don't know what the outcome would have been if I lied. Might have been worse than this, so we'll see.
I'm so glad he's okay. I'll write him another letter tonight.
Okay. We'll maybe be a bit less honest. My spies have informed me that there is increasing dissatisfaction fostering dissent within the enemy's inner circle. Do with that information what you will. In addition to the forces that were drafted, the outcome of the last battle was also due to the state of our equipment. Pay extra attention to what our men, women and creatures are marching into battle with. Although their proposal for addressing a little food shortage problem was rushed to the council without their scrutiny or approval, please extend my associate from Catering Corp every possible courtesy. And don't trouble yourself too terribly with the nature of the plan. Nothing to see here, as they say. Guardsman Randy has been brought out of forced retirement to supervise our food stores. Welcome back, Randy. I may have stolen a deck of tarot cards off an old wandering nomad type woman. So far everything I've predicted has come true. Now the old bag yelled something about a curse if all the cards were overused, as I was running away. But I'm sure it's nothing. Look at me. I'm batting 1,000. I've got all the answers. Call me now. Malcolm, fortune tellers of the stars. Okay, but I shouldn't call him too often, I guess. Okay. So if I'm not sure, I can phone Malcolm. He will know what to do. So many gems. So many gems. I need to be less scared about using those as well. I use them so rarely. I mostly just talk to the people and then make a decision. I need to start using all the available options, I think.
Unhand me, you fools! I must be granted entry immediately!
Oh, is this, Freight or whatever her name is? Oh no, it's her, envoy.
I come with a message for your Queen of the Sprawl. In her mercy, Praetor Kargan has sent me to offer terms of your immediate and unconditional surrender. If you knew the Praetor, you would be shocked that she has extended this incredible generosity to your flabby, weak people.
Look, just because we're flabby and weak doesn't mean we're worse people.
Ouch. And yeah, I know who she is, remember? I told the princess not to marry her, and I'm feeling better about that choice by the second.
It's a message, right?
Can I hear the message you're to deliver?
You mean the one straight from the powerful mouth of the Praetor?
Yes.
Very well. Kagtak mavlashtak ivaktum. Unless you immediately surrender, we will boil your children in oil and eat them while you watch, weeping, waiting for your turn to join them at the ballet in hell.
Well, farts.
Yes, boiled children do cause gas. It is not ideal as a meal, but our food supplies are perilously low. Personally, I would prefer a vegetable dish.
I'm gonna call Malcolm.
This is a tough one. Let's see what the cards say. Ah, the Informer card. The Informer means they're either here to spill the beans on their battle plans to get some beans for their starving people, or he's here to say, a licky boom boom down. There's a throwback for you.
A licky bum bum down. Informer. A licky bum bum down.
But most likely it's the food thing. Let them in, we get strategic military intelligence, but take food out of the mouths of your fellow citizens. It's your call.
Oh, that's not a good call to have to make. I'm gonna let them in.
Very good, gatekeeper. I will yell these terms at Queen Desdemona, and perhaps we can come to some other solution to our problems. Kapla!
Kapla! You were right to let them in, but you might have saved the advisors time by learning their full intentions. Okay, so I would have got 4 stars if I'd worked it out without phoning Malcolm. Okay.
Ahoy, child manning the gate.
Ahoy! Weird man in a balloon.
Ahoy! Adult in a basket?
I mean, we're on similar wavelengths.
Ha ha! I like your spirit. I am here to enlist in Her Majesty's Air Force.
Oh, you don't actually have a balloon. There's nothing there.
Once inflated, my grand contraption shall sail high above the clouds. First, I will destroy the enemy air force, and then it will take me no time at all to traverse the entire world at that altitude.
So how does this grand contraption of yours work anyway?
When inflated to almost bursting, this ball will carry me up into the sky, keeping myself inside this wicker basket aloft. Simple science.
I feel like you're missing some steps.
What ball? I don't know if any of these things would help. Truth spray.
I made a wager with some chums down at the Royal Academy Club that I could traverse the entire world in only 79 days. Fools. My real plan is to hide away with my balloon in the countryside, gather stamps from across the globe, and return well rested, well fed, never having pissed out of a balloon, and triumphant. That'll teach him for putting a worm in my beer.
Yeah, you're not coming in, my dude.
Alas, now I will never prove myself to those bastards at the Royal Academy Club who doubted me. Instead of glory in the air, I shall retire to the countryside.
I mean, that's what you were planning on doing anyway, my dude.
Perhaps if I lay low and gather stamps from across the globe, I can convince them that I did in fact make my grand journey and traveled around the world in 79 days.
You're just repeating yourself now.
Good luck on your weird side quest.
It's what you were planning all along, dude. Away with you.
Hey, I remember you.
Really? Most people don't. Regardless, I am here today on behalf of Catering Corp regarding our services and food management. We are prepared to oversee the appropriate distribution of the Sprawl's food rations up until the time when this war is resolved in favor of either side.
Very heroic of you to volunteer aid.
The proposed services rendered come with a detailed budget and a projected ROI.
Less heroic.
So, it said, extend him every possible courtesy, don't trouble yourself with the nature of the plan. So I just let him in, right?
You may enter, and do your best to help us with our food crisis.
Thank you. We at Catering Corp know that you and your general population are going to enjoy eating Soylent Bay's nutrient bars as much as we enjoyed making them.
Soylent Pages people. Congratulations, you helped with the food shortage crisis. However, it comes at a terrible, terrible cost. But you helped with the food shortage crisis. Okay, I'm rewinding that one. I'm rethinking that decision. I trusted the advisor. I was wrong to do so. We're not going to be eating people. If I have anything to do with it.
I... Very heroic.
The
Less heroic.
It has come to our attention that the food rations are being severely mismanaged. If this trend is allowed to continue, the Sprawl will be completely out of food in a week.
Are you sure your numbers are correct?
Of course our numbers are correct. All we do is numbers. We eat, sleep, and breathe numbers.
Honestly, Lately, I've never eaten so well in my life.
That's exactly what the problem is. Children should not be eating well, or at all if we can help it.
Truth spray.
I feel compelled to verbally dictate Catering Corp's food rationing plan.
Good.
Item 1. All individuals above the weight of 71.6 kilograms will be allowed a single 14.7 gram ration of Soylent Beige nutrient bars per day. Item 2. Anyone below 71.6 kilograms will be restricted to food scraps and/or edible waste, either begged or foraged. Item 3. Individuals below 71.6 kilograms who succumb to hunger will be collected and repurposed into said Soylent Beige nutrient bars in order to sufficiently feed the remaining individuals above the weight of 71.6 kilograms.
I'm not convinced that killing people who've died of malnutrition is going to provide many nutrients. Like, I don't know. When they've run out of nutrients for themselves, they're not going to have any nutrients left to put into the Soylent Beige nutrient bars, are they?
So concludes Catering Corp's extremely efficient plan to solve the Sprawl's extreme food shortage crisis.
Collected and repurposed into Soylent Beige nutrient bars? Oh my god! I've got to tell everybody! Soylent Beige is people!
Yep.
Not just people, it could be goblins or ogres as well.
Ah, well, yeah, fair point.
So what's the big plan to save our city?
Soylent Beige nutrient bars.
I don't know what that means.
As per these documents, Soylent Beige is a high-protein foodstuff.
Can I get a look at those documents?
No, you've already used your action point.
Yes, I have.
You don't even know what's on them, do you?
Of course I do. I drafted these plans myself. It's composed of intense legalese and bureaucratic jargon that I doubt you'd understand.
Yeah, if I had another point, I could use the decoder ring, but
Well,
I
you could
used the
just
truth
tell me if
spray,
you
so
wanted to,
it's
right?
So good.
Right. But I do not.
I do not. Yeah, you're not coming in, my dude. Off with you!
I'm not gonna let you in to turn our people into food.
But what about,
No!
again, not exclusively people? We're open to all creatures.
Just no!
Yeah! You discovered catering caused nefarious plans and stopped it in its tracks. I mean, people are still starving, but full stop! Yeah!
What's the holdup? I figured most of you Guardian Defender types would be out fighting on the front lines. Let's move it along. I got a Goblin Ball match to set up.
I'm a 12-year-old girl.
And you are?
Albert St. Lush, manager of the Sprawl Brawlers.
I didn't think any more home games were being played this season. You know, because of the siege of the Sprawl, the threat of invasion, and the ongoing war that could destroy us all.
Yeah. Let me in and I'll make sure we get one last game.
You sound very confident about that.
What's not to be confident about? I'm a Goblin Ball manager. I've been managing Goblin Ball since you was in diapers. Besides, I've got a plan how we can get a game going.
What's the plan? I have a truth spray.
I'm gonna put an absolute boatload of money on the Sprawl Brawlers today, under an assumed name, obviously. All they need are those tools of the trade, and they're a shoo-in to win it. So long as the players don't ask any questions about what they're getting, it's totally legit. The secret ingredient is pure basilisk venom. If I didn't have them, I'd be crazy to bet on them.
Yoink.
Well, there ain't no way I'm gonna win with these bombs now.
Oh, I guess I could have gone and betted on them.
Okay, I've gotta know. How are you gonna field a team for a Goblin Ball match?
Most of the choice players from the Sprawl Brawlers are out fighting on the front, protecting the innocent, blah, blah, blah. My plan is grab the best looking prospects from whoever we've got defending the walls, load them up with, how do I say, confidence, and put the team together. Easy peasy.
Why stop there? Why not just pull everyone from defending our home to go to the game? Lots of laughs, cheering, merriment. Oh wait, then we all die.
Yeah, I miss Goblin Ball too.
You are so missing the point here.
Out with you.
Look, can I level with you? I know this will weaken our defenses, but the Sprawl really needs this right now. I really need this right now. And you could probably use this envelope full of gold I've conveniently left for you right there out in the open.
No! I cannot be bribed! Away with you!
You never did like Goblin Ball, did you?
Nope.
Honestly, not really. But my dad sure does.
Well, he's probably very disappointed in you right now. Good day.
Yeah! It was absolutely the right thing for the Sprawl to spread thin resources, but now there won't be a Goblin Ball game. Where's the fun in that? You will not be able to visit the arena. Yeah, but I got 4 stars, so... I'm a happy bunny. Oh, hi.
Echo!
Echo!
Oh my god, what a lame joke.
What is?
That your name is Echo and...
Echo!
Are you a Pokemon dude? Because you seem to mostly just be saying your own name.
I hate myself.
What do you want?
What do you want, Echo? And don't you dare say Echo again.
All right, little sister. Chill out.
What are you doing here?
The Mages Guild are all gathering in the Sprawl to discuss our place in the war efforts. Been a long time since we've all been summoned together like this.
Last time.
When was the last time the Mages Guild met together like this?
The last time was the only time. It was the founding of the Mages Guild itself. Before that, we were divided into factions, gathering with other mages who shared our sense and sensibilities.
Jane Goblin Austen. Yeah, I'm a reader.
The reason I founded the Mages Guild was so that we wouldn't have to all gather together this way. It was a set of guiding principles that all mages would adhere to, so if you knew a mage, you knew what to expect. Kept people from fearing us. Now it looks like some mages want people to fear us. It won't end well.
That sounds to me like a good thing. A set of governing rules to make sure people feel safe? Am I wrong?
I don't think you are, but darker forces in the guild sure do. They think the rules are too strict. They want to use magic to control people, and eventually, the whole kingdom. If we don't stop them, there could be a rift in the guild itself, with mages on both sides. It's getting pretty hairy.
I'm gonna phone Malcolm.
Let me consult the cards. Ah, the cloud of smoke. In all honesty, it doesn't really matter what happens to this guy. He's just around to give us some backstory and lore. He's as inconsequential as a leaf on the wind.
Okay.
Okay,
fair enough.
thanks, Malcolm.
What? What is that?
A thank you?
Is it a good thing? Nobody's ever said that at me before.
Yes, it's good. Thank you.
Thank you! Jessica?
Goodbye, Martin.
You might as well come in then, dude.
Thanks, Lil. I better get to the Mages Guild. But first, I may stop by the Twisted Sister and grab some grub. Man, have I got a case of the munchies. Rock on, little buddy!
Rock on, weird old man. He's here on official guild business. Sure, he's a stoner windbag, but he's good people. Couldn't get 4 stars for that one. Hello. Oh.
Whoa! Stand down, Peaches. It's all right. I'm here for the draft. Well, me and Peaches.
Is that a dragon?
You can communicate with...
Peaches. Uh-huh. She's really good at taking direction. Sometimes. I'm still getting the hang of it.
That is so awesome!
Yeah, you get used to it. It comes with the territory when you're a dragon rider.
Oh my god! Can I be you?
X-ray just for... because I want to use my stuff. Oh. What's that?
This tin whistle is all I have to control Peaches. I wish I had something more substantial, but my dad took his whip with him. She doesn't seem to love the whistle.
I mean, I've got a whip.
Hey, did you hear that? Peaches really responded well to the crack of the whip. If I had time, I'd try to find one of my own. Thanks for the demo.
I never used
this
the
whip is
bullwhip.
only occasionally useful to me. Take it. I have a feeling Peaches will respond to it.
Yeah.
Wow, thanks. I feel much better with this.
Ah, Lil will receive a replacement bullwhip in her next shift. Nice. I thought I'd given it up forever. Yeah. We could use you on our side.
Alright, kid. I think you'll be a welcome addition to the Sprawl's forces.
Really?
Absolutely. It's something about your character. Your moxie, your...
Dragon.
giant intimidating dragon.
And with this handy new whip you've given me, I'll be sure to send those bad guys running.
Save the whip for the dragon, kid. Have fun in the war.
Attention! Second Lieutenant Wilbur Caboose Orville, reporting for duty.
That's a very shiny ass you've got there.
Are you talking to me?
Ma'am, yes ma'am. I have come from the training grounds at the GLA with the finest triplane that Goblin Engineering has to offer, and I am reporting for duty to join Her Majesty's Royal Air Force.
Is that your plane?
Yes, ma'am, indeed it is. A sup with gobbo of primo make and model. As I said, the finest that Goblin Engineering has to offer. Would you like to know her name?
Yes.
Sure. What's her name?
I call her the Green Baron.
Huh. I don't know much about planes, but I know what I like, and I like it.
Ha ha, bully.
Is it airworthy, though, is the question.
I've been flying the Green Baron for years now, earned my wings under King Oswin himself. That was back when you didn't see a whole lot of goblins in the air. I spent a ton on human-colored makeup. She's a good plane and true. It's what's inside that counts. Wink.
What do you mean?
Well, okay, fine. What's inside?
That's where the goblin engineering really gets to shine. I'm not at liberty to say exactly what it is, but rest assured, it will blow those bastards away. Haha.
It's a bomb. You're describing a bomb.
I was born to fly. My parents even named me for it. Wilbur Orville, after the two goblin inventors of the very first aeroplane. But it was the day I got my call sign at Top Cannon Academy that I was positive that this was the life for me. Of course, caboose wouldn't have been my first choice, but as you can see, I do have a rather juicy posterior, if I do say so myself.
I don't think your posterior is that juicy.
Are you
It's
blind?
shiny.
This is getting weird.
I guess. Seems to know what he's doing with his plane. I've run out of
All
truth
right,
spray.
Second Lieutenant. Head in and report for duty.
And with that, I make for the skies. Tonight, look to the horizon. If you see a large flash followed by a giant boom, you'll know I've hit an inside the park home run. Ha ha ha. Wink.
Sweet Lord, what have I done?
Oh, I forgot about the bomb. I mean, it's war. Hello.
Go for Lil.
Lil, Chuck here. I need you to get your butt down to the Goblin Liberation Army headquarters as soon as you can.
What's up?
What's up, Chuck?
My wife, the princess, queen, still not used to that. She has me deploying various non-human agents, groups, and creatures to help with the war effort. And we've discovered a mole.
I mean, there's loads of mole people.
Like a mole.
Oh.
Not like a mole person. Well, I guess it could be a mole person. We're really not sure at this point. Can you come down to the GLA headquarters and help me
Can
sort
this
this
game
out?
hear me? I swear half the time I'm saying something that's too relevant to what they say next.
I'll be there as soon as I'm done my shift.
Thanks, Lil. I'm sure you can help us identify the traitor in our midst.
Yep, sounds like something I'd be expected to do.
Oh, so close. Due to exceptional job performance, 3.75, you were paid 30 gold for this shift. Nice. Yeah, it was just her that I shouldn't have phoned about her. I should have just. Yeah. Okay.
Lil, thanks for coming. Are you ready to help us whack-a-mole?
Uh-huh.
What's the scoop so far?
Yesterday, we captured an enemy spy who confessed that they were meeting with their informant, who is part of the GLA.
Oh.
But before we could get a name out of them, the spy chomped down on a poisoned tooth. We've gathered 6 suspects. One of them is definitely the traitor,
God.
but so far they're all sticking to their stories.
Couldn't you just get a mage to put a spell on them? Or better yet, I could go get some truth spray from the shed and be done with this in a flash.
Good thinking. But the guilty party could have built up a tolerance to truth sprays.
That is true.
Or be in league with a corrupted wizard from the guild. Your deduction skills are the only method we can truly trust. Think you can help us out?
I mean, I'll say it again. I'm 12 years old, but sure.
Well, I have done this once before, but it was a low-stakes situation with my little friends. I guess I'll see what I can figure out.
You can interact with each of them twice. They'll just repeat their stories after that. See if you can detect any inconsistencies about their whereabouts last night. and catch them at a lie.
Okay. Start at this end, I guess.
Last night, I was here with Chuck organizing flyers for the war rally. You can ask him yourself, but if you're looking for a mole, look to my left. They're literally a mole. What more could you ask for?
I mean, yeah, they're a mole, but are they the mole? Well, so can I...
So, Lil, who is it? Who is the traitor?
I'm not sure.
Listen, I know everyone's gonna think it was me because I'm a literal mole. But last night I was at a bar in Little Ogre Town watching the Goblin Ball game, I swear.
Hey, Deathclaw, how are you doing?
I never miss a game, even when they're out of town like they were last night.
So how were you... What? How were you watching Goblin Ball?
I honestly have no idea who the traitor is, but all I know is that it's not me. Ask anyone who works at the bar in Little Ogre Town. They'll remember me. I'm a really bad tipper.
Chuck will vouch for me. I was here. I've got Brawler Seasons tickets, so some nights I'm at the arena, but last night they were playing out of town. As to who the traitor is, I don't know what else to tell you. Don't overthink it. They're a freaking mole person. You're looking for a mole! Come on!
Is it? Why does my mic keep turning down? Is that better? Better. Good.
I was at a friend's house. A friend who was out of town. I was at their house while they were out of town. They asked me to water their plants while they were out of town. It's the truth.
Is it?
It was... All right, fine, you caught me. I didn't go to a friend's house to water their plants. I was out on a date with a human I met last week. Guess I still feel weird talking about it, but the date went great.
Oh, that's good.
I know where I was last night. I was at the big game happening downtown, but I'm more concerned about the big guy to my right.
But they were playing out of town, dude.
Have you ever met a troll you liked or even trusted? Something seems fishy about his story, if you ask me.
And you... 2 people said the game was out of town.
I was at the Goblin Ball Arena last night. I live around the corner from the stadium, so after the match I went straight home, no funny business.
I think
I'd
it's
ask that
you.
elf. Hard to trust those uptight, pointy-eared snobs.
I was quietly meditating in my chambers last eve. The degrading acts of skulking in shadows you're picturing are obviously more in line with a creature half the honor of an elf. Someone like a halfling, perhaps? They're half the size, therefore they're half as trustworthy. Stop wasting everyone's time, and accuse that suspicious-looking halfling already.
Last night I was attending my sister-in-law's cousin's nephew's birthday party. It was quiet down by the Goblin Bowl arena, with it being an away game, you know, so I didn't see anyone on my way home.
So everyone said it was an away game, apart from this dude who said he was at the Goblin Ball arena for the game.
I don't know why anyone would suspect me. I have a leftover apple tart in my freezer to prove it.
Yeah, it's...
So, Lil, who is it? Who is the traitor?
I think it was...
this one. Yes!
the Cyclops.
What? Why me?
Because you claimed you went to the Goblin Ball match last night, but the Brawlers played an away game. You're clearly lying.
Very clever, little girl, but it's no matter. You and your kingdom will burn, and out of the ashes a new glorious nation shall be born.
I mean, you could have kept pretending, dude.
Take them away, Carl.
Good work, Lil. We couldn't have done it without you. We'll make sure they're properly punished for their crimes.
Good out.
Oh, just one more thing before I go.
Yes?
I got nothing. I just always wanted to say that.
Oh wait, before I buy anything in the shop, sometimes there's people in here that want money. So I should go in here first and talk to everybody.
Oh, hi, Lil. Back
And
home
then go
after a
shopping.
long day's work?
You know it.
What a laugh. You, a working stiff.
It's a riot. Hey, Arda, you got a pen and paper? I want to send my dad another letter.
Oh, sure. Here you go.
This time, I really want to cheer Dad up.
Yeah.
What kind of joke should I tell him?
I'm 12. I'm not going to write a dirty joke. Lil will write a letter that includes a really, really good joke. Are you sure? Yes. It's probably going to make him laugh really hard at an inappropriate time, isn't it? Or get him in trouble or something.
That should put a smile on his face. Thanks, Arda. Oh, can you send it for me?
My pleasure. I know how much your dad loves to hear from you. We're all thinking of your dad, Lil.
The Mages Guild is gathering in the sprawl to discuss our place in the war efforts. Been a long time since we've all been summoned together like this.
Yeah,
This
we've
all
already had
sounds
this
like none of my
conversation.
beeswax.
We'll see. It may well be your beeswax after all.
Who are you?
Oh, this is so weird, being out with you. Anybody could see.
Aw,
You're on a
honey.
date.
It's what's on the inside that matters. I'm not embarrassed to be seen with you.
Embarrassed to be seen with me? I'm worried someone's going to see me with a human and tell my mother.
Oh, brother.
Him too.
Baby, relax.
Ah, you're right. You do look pretty tonight.
No.
That's more like it.
Right, so nobody wanted any money. The one time I checked, nobody wanted any money.
Lil, how are you holding up?
Not too many game overs today, Garbs.
I'm not really sure what that means, but maybe I've got something for it.
Maybe you have. Maybe you have. Spell that. We will... I'm just going to get more truth spray. I do love my truth spray. And then I guess Betty buys?
I think I've done everything I need to do, but are you sure you're ready to hit the hay?
Yeah, Betty buys. The Marvarg envoy Mayala delivered her message to the palace and defected to the sprawl to live out her life manning a shop and selling weapons, cooking tools, and other sharp things. She couldn't be happier in her adopted home. The Queen was able to use the top secret battle plans to shore up the sprawl's defences, which made a huge difference, at least for a few days. Having been denied entry into the sprawl, the catering corp rep went back to the corporate headquarters with a surplus of the food supplement bar known as Soylent Beige. While the catering corps execs weren't pleased by the loss of this contract, they also weren't surprised. Soylent Beige hadn't been selling like it used to, not since the FDA made it mandatory to display the ingredients list on all packaging. Was it the artificial flavour and colouring? The MSG? No, it was the main ingredients, human flesh. Catering Corp would have to deploy their best marketing wizards to spin a new angle on this. Denied his planned comeback Goblin game, Albert St. Lush wasn't able to convince a single pro team to hire him as their manager, so he set his sights lower and went on to coach at the minor league level until a doping scandal got him fired from that job too. He repeated this progress for teams in AAA, AA, Single A, etc., until he finally wound up coaching a Little League Goblin Ball team, the Sprawl Sprouts, for children aged 12 and under. They were some of the most suspiciously large fourth graders you ever saw. They swept the season. Echo arrived at the Guildhall just in time to speak out against Tyronius and his plan to demand greatly increased powers for the mages from the Queen. Echo successfully argued that the Guild should use its power to support the City Council and Guard Corps and help the people the war was hurting instead. Due to Echo's timely intervention, Tyronius did not get the 2/3 majority vote that he needed. He and his followers loudly insisted that the election was stolen, and Tyronius vowed to use his own power to stop this war by any means necessary. His people formed a radical group that dubbed itself the Freedom Caucus, and they soon vacated the Guildhall in a huff. Echo breathed a sigh of relief at a job well done. He took a trip to his favourite haunt, the Sprawl's premier bowling alley, Pinheads. It's a pretty righteous way to end the day. Correctly identified as being the traitor, the guilty Cyclops was loaded into the catapult and flung at a brick wall the next morning. There was much rejoicing. The Sprawl and its secrets were now safe thanks to your masterful detective work. I mean, it's playing Sherlock that's done that, isn't it? We're good detectives now. I'm just dancing to the music. Go! Ah! Yeah! Ah! Oh no! Oh no! As the dawn sun rose, it was clear that the Sprawl had lost. The airborne defences scattered, there was now no way to protect themselves from attacks coming from above. The people of the Sprawl watched helplessly as the enemy wrote the message in the sky. Surrender, Lil! Most people thought the message must be a typo, but its looming presence has had severe impact on the city's morale. Oh dear. With his hopes of participating in the battle dashed, Professor Fogg hid in the countryside for 79 days. He emerged and fooled his chums at the Royal Academy Club into thinking that he had in fact sailed around the world in record-breaking time. To sum it up, he hid in a barn, managed to bamboozle his fellow academics, and received a free beer for his effort. The little Primaris Dragon Rider, commanding her Dragon Peaches using the bullwhip you loaned her, burned through the enemy's defences. When they got home from battle, her father was so proud. He vowed right then and there to leave her in charge more often so he could continue to go down the pub and bet on Goblin Ball. While sitting on the runway at the Sprawl airfield, the Inside the Park Home Run bomb sitting in the Green Baron's hold accidentally detonated. It destroyed the entire airfield and a nearby park, living up to its horrible name. A plaque was later affixed to a park bench commemorating this utterly stupid, completely avoidable tragedy. Excuse me. Reading makes me yawn. Level 10.
Happy St. Swithin's Day to all our listeners. We're here live down at the parade where St. Swithin himself is set to make an appearance any minute now.
Oh, I think I see him. Yes, there he is, riding merrily atop his rain cloud, throwing many barometers to the happy dancing children below.
Just a reminder, because of the parade's extensive and convoluted route, many stores and services will be closed today.
We'll now take the traditional 267 minutes of bagpipes in honor of St. Swithin's Day.
Joke's on you, game. I quite like bagpipe music. No letters today?
Huh. I guess there's no letter from Dad today because of the holiday. I hope he's doing okay.
Seriously, me and her are on exactly the same wavelength. I think I am her. It's very weird. Oh, the rats are back.
Come on! Give it back already!
What's happened? What have the rats done? I mean, they own the place, we found out, so...
Stop saying that! All right, break it up, you two.
Lil, what are you doing here?
I live here, you dimwit.
I live here. What are you doing here?
I work here. I got a job getting rid of the rats.
What did I win, Nay? I'm doing good, thank you.
There's a lot of rats in here, Lamont.
I'm not very good at it. These rats are pretty smart. This one stole a crystal that I found. No, I found it. Ugh. Lil, can you talk to him or something?
What happened, Nay? What happened? Of course you can share. That, by the way, might be my favourite emote on Twitch. Drum roll. Woo! I think I saw that on your Discord, Nate. It's awesome. Really awesome. Yay! Woo! Oh, and. Do I need another drum roll? Ooh, I saw that as well. But I don't play Pal World, so I kind of ignored it. But yay! Yay! I've seen stuff about it, and I don't think it's my sort of thing necessarily, but it's awesome for you. Yay! It's huge, huge news. You're going to be too big to hang out with the likes of us soon, now. You're going to be such a big time streamer that you're not going to have time for little people like me. Well, ads are about to play, but we can have a chat while the ads are playing rather than me going on a break. I won't play any more of the game while ads are running, but we can have a chat. Yeah. Love raids. Oh, what's Frosty got to say? Are we getting a quiz? Are we getting a chat recap? Who knows? Ooh. Meanwhile, let's catch up on chat. Chat's buzzing with good vibes. Deathclaw kicked things off with a mic check for the Suzaki. All clear now. Naso dropped in with a burst of cuteness and big news. They've got an editor for vids and launched a Palworld server. It's like Minecraft meets Pokemon and everyone's invited to the Blocky Monster mashup party. Also, Naso's promise to keep the raids coming has us all hyped. Hell yeah. Never forgetty the spaghetti. It's your first time having an editor, so it's kind of insane. Yeah, it is. Hope they're good. Hope they match your vibe. Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm so pleased for you, Nay. Like I say, you're gonna end up. You're gonna be able to quit your job soon and just do that, and then, yeah. Oh, they do. Cool. That's so good. I'm still trying to work out how to edit stuff. Most of the time I don't bother. I just chuck clips straight up on YouTube. Have you seen my Lethal Company clips, by the way, Nay? I played Lethal Company. It's mad. It's crazy because you met them. They invited you for D&D session, but life happened and you never started, but kept visiting streams, etc. He was away for a little and decided to sign up. Awesome! That is awesome. It's good that you knew them already. So you know their vibe and stuff. That's really good. Right, a few more seconds of ads and then we'll carry on with the game. Awesome. It's good that you can collaborate together. That's what you want in any sort of creative field, isn't it? You want collaboration. And especially you don't want an editor for your content to be someone who just wants to do their own thing. You want them to be someone who can kind of match your vibe. Obviously while bringing their own stuff to it, but you want someone who can match your brand. It is insane. You should be happy and hyped. It's awesome. Well done. Okay, ads are finished. We should be able to get back to the game now. But yay, nay, I'm so excited for you. I'm gonna reason with a rat, nay.
Listen, my friend here is not the sharpest tool in the shed.
We're not in a shed.
Always feel free to share, nay.
Point proven. Can you, being the more intelligent creature, just give in and let him have his crystal?
I come into your chat and waffle on about all sorts of things, so feel free to always do the same here, nay. That goes for everyone else as well. I like to hear your news. I like to hear what you're up to.
Hey, he gave it back! Thanks, Lil. Now, shoo! Get out of here!
Okay, jeez. I have to go to work anyways.
You had a tarot reading at New Year's and they said that this year is your year of success in breaking through bad habits and more self-confidence. Hey. That might be just what you need to boost your self-confidence and break those bad habits.
No, not you. The rat. Can you tell Isla and Simon that I won't be able to meet up with them? I have to clear all these rats before this place opens tonight. You might as well take this crystal.
Huh, thanks. Where's Simon?
I was supposed to meet him down by the docks.
Where's Isla?
I was supposed to meet her at Councilwoman Asher's office.
I don't know where
I
either
don't
of
need
those
luck.
places are.
I need a foolproof way to get rid of these rats. Don't listen to a word he says.
Oh, learning new stuff is the best. I love learning new stuff. There's a note. Dear whoever reads this note, Garby's Emporium of Wonder will be closed in honour of St. Swithin's Day. Please feel free to take your business to some other establishment in town. Oh wait, there isn't one. I'm the only shop you got. I have you people in a capitalist chokehold. Ha ha ha. Store will be open tomorrow at 9 AM. P.S. If this is Lil, I saw your hooligan friends when I wrote this note, and they've got a shift's worth of crystals if you can track them down. Okie dokie. I will try. Oh, so I can't go into the alley at all. Okay. Tum, 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 tum. go out this way then. New places to go. Docks, Ash's office, the dungeon. Let's go to the docks. Loads of people here. Hello. The sounds of a large family starting their day can be heard through the flaps of the tent. Oh, this is the refugee camp.
Oh, Diddums, my trusty valet, we've been so displaced by the war.
Yes, ma'am, we have.
It simply must stop by any means necessary.
The means necessary to stop war must at all times be relentless, mum.
How true, Diddums. Mark Goblin Twain, correct?
No, mum, his cousin Egbert.
There's these little goblin things, like in every scene. I don't know if they're important.
Hello there. How did it go with the bank?
Turns out this oligarch's money has been seized due to the war, so now I've been forced to take up residence here among these poor people.
Because you're poor now too. Isn't that fun?
No.
Hello there, Lil.
Hello there. I can't remember what your name was. Something Muck something. Seamus Muck. Seamus Muck. I can't remember.
Seamus McGoblin.
Seamus
What are you and
McGoblin.
family
Oh, I
to the
nearly had
dogs?
it.
Oh, we live here now. Things got a bit tight after the war started.
Could have
so
guessed
we
it was
had to
Seamus
relocate.
McGoblin,
It's not the
couldn't I?
prettiest or safest place to live.
But,
No, but this place is awful.
well, at least you're all together, right?
Oh, not so. One of our boys, teeny Tom McGoblin, was
Monkey
lagging
Island.
behind when we fled, so we had to hurry along without him. He should be arriving in the sprawl any day now. If you're working the gate, would you mind not giving him too much trouble and let him in?
For sure.
Of course, Mr. McGoblin.
Oh, thanks, Lil. You're one of the good ones.
Uh-huh. Monkey Island, our Stotska. We get it. You don't need to literally point to your influences. Glory greatest, our Stotska! Greatest country.
Step right up, folks, and take your turn at being a winner. Find the queen and uncover a royal prize. How about you, young lady? Care to be a winner?
Simon, it's me, Lil. Lamont says he's stuck at work and won't be able to meet up with you.
Hey, Uncle Fredo, she's made me. What do I do?
Just play it cool and act like you've never seen her before.
Sorry, ma'am, who I'm gonna act like I've never seen before. Would you care to play a game that's almost guaranteed to make you a winner?
Shady gambling.
Are you trying to con me, Simon?
Uncle Fredo?
Never admit you're running a con.
I've got something from Garby for you, but I can't just give them to you. You'll have to play for them.
Alright.
Alright, what's the hustle?
It's not a scam at all, ma'am. All you need to do is find the queen. She's one of the 3 cards you see in front of you. Just keep your eye on the prize.
Right, you guys need to help me. I think that
Where's
one.
the queen?
What do we think? Silence. Well, I'm going for this one. Yeah.
Congratulations! You found the queen, you won the jackpot.
Nice.
You're making it too easy.
Since I'm stuck here, could you be a pal and make sure Isla knows about Lamont not showing up? She's gonna be crushed.
This kid's terrible at running a swindle. Who taught him anyways? Oh, wait, I did. Am I the problem?
Yes. Always. Now that can't be safe. Oh, hello.
Mr. Fantastico! I haven't seen you around for a bit.
My journey for the most fantastic hat took me to the countryside, where I was drafted into the war.
Well, that sucks. But you're back now. Does that mean my dad is back too?
Unfortunately, your father remains at the front lines. I, however, got sent home for wearing too many fantastic hats. Apparently, it was alerting the enemy to our presence.
Well, I'm happy you're home, and that you got to try on some fantastic hats.
But they were not fantastic enough. My
journey, it continues.
Also, your father gave me this letter to give to you.
A letter from Dad.
Dear Lil, thanks for your last letter. I really enjoyed reading it, especially that joke you told. I told it to a couple of guys, who told it to a couple of other guys, who then told it to the captain herself. And they all agreed I wouldn't be allowed to tell jokes anymore. I hope everyone at home is doing well. I forgot that before I left for the war, I owed my bookie some money. I put 30 gold in this envelope so you can pay him back for me. His name is Fredo. This war is tough, but they say there will be a ceasefire on St. Swithin's Day, so that's something to look forward to. But what's really keeping me going through the darkest moments is the thought of getting back to you. I love you, Lil. Please write back soon. Love, Dad.
No.
I better write back to him. Hey, Mr. Capello, do you have a pen and paper on you? Fantastic or otherwise?
Of course, child.
Dad got a little mushy at the end of that last one. How should I respond?
Let's get mushy. Yes.
Hey, Mr. Capello, do you think you could mail this letter for me, fantastically or otherwise?
Of course, child. I will search for a stamp for your letter that is so fantastic that it stops the postman in his tracks and makes him cry to the heavens, "Wow! Now that is one fantastic stamp!"
Or, you know, whatever's the cheapest.
This kid's terrible at running a swindle.
Oh, I can't give you the money then. I tried. Let's go to the dig site.
Lil, it's good that you're here. Wait, tell me, are we having this conversation for the first time? Second? Are we stuck in a loop?
We are not stuck in a time loop. I don't mess with the chronometer after hours. I'm frightened enough of being sent back in time or forward in space or whatever, you know, using it at the guard shed.
I'm glad to hear it. The readings I've been receiving from the device have been outside of my comfort zone. Not to mention the fact that those mages seem hell-bent on manufacturing another one.
What is with those mages? It seems like for every lovable stoner like Echo, there's 3 spooks like Tyronius these days.
That's an extremely perceptive observation. You're working the night shift again tonight, correct? I'd like to requisition an upgrade for one of your tools. Which one would you like me to upgrade?
Ooh. Decoding.
It is done.
Thanks.
Gee, thanks. That's awesome.
I just hope it's not too little too late considering what we're up against.
Wait, what?
What does that mean?
Just stay focused on the task at hand. That's all any of us can do.
That's still pretty vague.
I'm just trying to get us through this in one piece.
Fine, don't tell me.
Goodbye, Lil.
Goodbye, Dr. B.
Lil? How unexpected.
Who's Travis?
I could say the same about you. What are you doing in Ash's office?
I'm volunteering as her unpaid intern. My mom said this will fast track me to get into the Youth Politician Training Program for Two-Faced Cutthroats and Liars, or the YPTPT-FCL. She says it'll help build character.
Yikes. I'm here because I'm supposed to tell you that Lamont won't be able to meet up later. He's, stuck at the office.
Oh, that hard-working lug. He'll be the perfect trophy husband for me. He's so distractingly handsome that it'll both impress and intimidate my opponents.
Okay, well, let me know if there's anything I can do to help you with that.
Now that you mention it.
Oh, crap.
The YPTPT-FCL does have an entrance exam that I could use your help with. And I've got something from Garby if you do.
Okay.
Okay, what do I have to do?
See, there's a goblin there too, look.
There are a couple of questions about current and historical affairs that I still need to answer. Here we go. What was the name of the late King Oswin's father?
I thought he was Oswin as well.
Okay, question 2. What is the current name of the Goblin Ball Stadium?
That is the boring whatever. It has washrooms.
Great. Question
I came up
3.
with that name.
The Crown Prince of Petrard, Phineas Pomp, is the son of...
Oh, God. Oh, Queen Buttermilk. I remember that.
And last one. Mega rock superstar Vlad Extreme plays what kind of instrument?
I think it was a guitar.
Okay, that's all the questions. Thanks so much for your help, Lil. Here, take this. It's from Garby.
There he is, the late King Oswin. When will they get around to replacing those with Queen Desdemona? I do not know. Travis isn't here, but even if he was, would you really want to talk to him? I don't know who Travis is.
Thanks, Lil. If you see that hunk of...
Yeah.
All right there, Isla.
Survivor's account of the Marley Threepwood dynasty. That's, oh, what's his name? Threepwood from, Monkey Island, right? I've never played Monkey Island.
Collection of bottles.
Maybe I should play Monkey Island. Oh. Why would you let me come here if there's nothing I can do here? Why would it be an option for me to visit if I can't do anything? What is the point? Okay, let me go and see if this guy's still here, and I'll tell him I passed on his message, and then we can go do our night shift. Oh, I can't.
I don't need luck.
Well, I'll just go do my night shift then. Because I don't think there's anywhere else to go. No. Is it all... Oh, second edition. Ghosts. No such thing. Lycanthropes, small people, necromancer, vampires, witches. Though they are very often indistinguishable from regular folk, it is possible to encounter a witch whilst on guard duty. There are tests that can be done to confirm whether they are or are not a witch. For example, if the suspected witch weighs the same as a duck, it confirms they are made of wood and therefore a witch. In practical terms, witches are not so different from regular folk. However, beware ulterior motives. They often have a plan on the go, and their moral compasses have the tendency to be, well, differently calibrated. Look, the only zombies we have around here are the old-timey slow-moving ones, thank God. Treat them like sheep, herd them around where you need them. They're relatively harmless. Okay. Cool. Let's go. Got so many crystals.
Why, hello, my dear. I'm just coming home from a long night tending the apple orchards.
You're a witch, aren't you?
It's almost harvest season, and it couldn't come at a better time with the food shortage. Will you let me pass?
You're a witch.
I've got the first apples of what looks to be a very fruitful harvest. Tee-hee! Just a little gardening humor, dear. I'm using them to make a delicious pie. It's my absolute favorite recipe from my absolute favorite cookbook. See?
Well, we're going to decode that, obviously.
I don't see how it could be a fruitful harvest this year. There's a war raging outside our walls. That can't have a positive impact on the orchards.
No, dear, you're right. The orchards were a bit sad. But still, a few good apples, and we should be able to make pies for every grown-up in the sprawl.
Let me read that book of yours. What happened here? Is that just decoded that she's a witch? What?
I don't mean to be rude, but are you a witch?
Oh, oh, my dear, it's not rude at all. Of course I'm a witch. It would be rather dangerous being out all alone if I wasn't a witch, wouldn't it? Most people just assume I'm a witch. But it's nice to be asked.
So, are you a good witch or a bad witch?
No way. You don't look like a witch.
What does a witch look like, then?
I don't know. I've never met a witch before.
Haven't you? I wouldn't be so sure. You may have known a witch all your life and just not known it.
I don't know if she's good or bad. I'm gonna let her in. Might be a mistake.
Why, thank you, my dear. I'll be on my way. But first, here, for your trouble.
Whoa, is that gold?
I wish. Ha! No, my dear, they are candies. I always carry them with me. Low blood sugar. And you never know when you might meet a bright young child who wants a delicious candy. Would you like one?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I loves me some candy.
Excellent. Eat up, my darling child. Get nice and fat.
Excuse you?
Yeah, I want to find out more. Yeah. I need to know if she's a good witch or a bad witch.
Why, hello, Ma.
Trusty truth spray?
With all of these candies wrapped in foil, I can fatten up the children of the sprawl. Then, with these delicious magical apples, I'll put the fat little piggies to sleep and bake them into delicious pies.
You're going to jail.
I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog, too.
What? I don't have a dog.
Don't you?
Nope.
No.
Oh, well then I guess I'll just have to make you one.
What? Oh no. Transformed into a small terrier, you were unable to continue your work as a castle guardsman. Well, that didn't go well, did it?
Why, hello, my dear. With all of these candies wrapped, then with these...
So what if I just deny her?
But my plans! My glorious, glorious plans! And my delicious pie!
Yeah, you need to go and talk to the Soylent Beige people.
You'll just have to take it somewhere else, sister.
All right, but before I go, I'll share a secret with you. This is no ordinary apple. It's a magic wishing apple.
Wishing apple?
Yes, one bite and all your wishes come true. Would you like to take it?
I'll take it, but I won't eat it.
Sure, give me the apple.
All right, dear, but don't eat it until you...
Oh.
Huh? Oh dear. Night-night, my darling.
God damn it. Upon eating the bewitched apple, they lost consciousness and died. Oh, man. Witches. I mean, apparently they're my one weakness. Yep. Yep. Pies, children. Yep. Bye-bye.
But my plans! My glorious...
You'll just have to take...
All right.
No, don't want it. Don't want. Don't want.
Yes.
Nope.
No thanks. I've got this thing about taking food from strangers.
What a clever little girl you are.
Yeah. Meat pies made out of kids? Well, that's a Kinder Surprise. You figured out her dastardly plan and did the right thing. Eventually. Oh, hello.
It is the same little guardsman who admitted Scary Tree Monster in our previous encounter.
Indeed. How are you doing, Scary Tree Monster? Looks like you're doing well with that medal around your neck.
I am here today to attend a meeting at your puny and horribly decorated city hall.
It's nice to meet you again, dude. How are you?
I was successful in my bid to represent the constituents of Darkwood Forest on the outskirts of Caladar. You are now looking at me, scary tree monster.
Oh, good for
I
you.
went unopposed and threatened to stomp and thwomp any who entered the race against me.
Oh.
It was a landslide.
Okay, maybe your methods aren't quite there yet. But still, good for you.
No wonder you ran unopposed. I wouldn't want to get stomped and or thwomped either.
Smart kid.
I just want to keep talking to this dude.
In my new capacity
I like him.
as an elected official, I have been in communication with Councilwoman Ash and Lieutenant Stryker. They each have plans to use my newfound political capital to achieve their goals. So many options for Mayor Scary Tree Monster.
Wow, you've been busy. Making connections and getting to know all the people? Sounds exciting.
Yes. It has been quite an adjustment for Scary Tree Monster, but I am doing my best. It is quite stressful, though. You are wasting my press. If
Please
this
don't.
is the way the sprawl treats visiting dignitaries,
Oh,
it is no wonder
I just
you
like.
have made such powerful enemies.
I just
will
like
go and
talking
lend
to you.
my
No. Oh, I did a bad. No. Rewind. Yes. Maybe I should call Ash.
You've reached the office of Councilwoman Ash. This is Isla speaking. How can I help you?
Classy hello, Isla.
Hey, Lil. What's up?
Got a tree monster with a mind to head to City Hall over here.
I'll put you through to the Councilwoman. Please hold. Now listen carefully. There is no time to lose. He isn't the most patient tree monster. You must deny him entry and explain that I would consider it a personal favor if you would go to Caladar and get them to swear allegiance to the sprawl.
Okay.
If we get a large enough coalition together, we may be able to put an end to this war once and for all. Thank you for putting me through, Isla. Travis, are you on this call?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Good. You're fired. Isla, you've got the job.
No!
Way to go, Isla.
So I have to deny you entry.
Councilwoman Ash said she would consider it a personal favor if you would get Caladar to help us out. What do you think?
Curry favor with Power Broker in Sprawl. Mayor Scary Tree Monster accepts.
Oh, well, that's very nice to hear.
Now to stomp and thwomp Caladar until they help.
That's the spirit.
Is it? You connected Ash to her stompiest, thompiest new diplomat. Good for you. Yeah. Oh, hello. I guess they're not going to say much if I talk to them. Call Stryker.
Zombies, eh? Not much use on the defensive front. They aren't as dangerous as they seem, you know. But if you send them away, it could act as a roadblock to tie up any enemy units looking to attack the walls head on.
Oh.
Deny them. Nicely, please.
Okay. Can do. Can do. Bye-bye now.
Sorry, you can't come in today. They're wandering off. Bye, zombies!
Lieutenant Stryker created an effective human roadblock with these zombies. An enemy broke his toe on a stray femur. Congratulations, zombies. Yeah. Hello.
Oh, hi. You must be Lil. I was told to come to these gates so that I could be looked after by you. I'll be heading in now unless you need something else from me.
I do. Why are you coming in?
So, who told you to come see me?
Aw, geez. It's kind of a top secret project I'm working on. I don't think I should say much more about it. It's on the up and up, but I'm afraid it's also pretty hush-hush.
Name and species?
Always the same. Poxitani Polly, mole person.
Let me just turn to mole person in the good old monster manual.
I am not a monster. I am a person. A mole person. If you prick us, do we not bleed? Well, that's a bad example. We don't bleed easily. Mole people have exceptionally fast healing, but that's pseudoscience for another impassioned speech. I am not a monster, and I do not care to be labeled as such. With that, I shall take my leave. Goodbye.
Oh. You committed a microaggression against mole people and he rightly told you off. You shouldn't feel great about that. Well, I'm going to use all my time travelings in one night. I don't want to commit microaggressions against mole people. Skip, skip, skip.
So,
Aw, jeez.
Top secret. Whoa. And they sent you straight to me, eh? Yep, that sounds about right. I'm kind of the best guardsman on the force these days.
That's not what I was told.
What were you told?
I was told that you were trustworthy if a bit... Well, that's not important. I was told you were trustworthy.
I'm an X-ray.
Back in the old days, I would have done most of the digging myself, with my own claws. Now we have so much equipment available to us, it speeds our digs up exponentially. Should be able to get this project done mighty quickly with these tools.
Okay.
Ah, cool. A shovel.
You really think it's cool?
No, mole person. No, I don't. Keep your shovel.
I don't know.
You've reached the office of Councilwoman Ash. This is Violet speaking. How can I help you?
You've been practicing, haven't you?
Hey, Lil. What's up?
Got a mole person here.
Does he look like he's on an important mission?
Yes.
Yeah, he does.
I'll put you through to the Councilwoman. Please hold. Ah, good. Poxitani Paulie found his way to you. I knew you were the right guard for this assignment. Do not delay him. He's got a very important mission to attend to. Let him in and forget you ever saw him.
Oakley dokley.
Thanks. I'll take it from here.
In you go, Puxatawny, Paulie.
I'll be off to take care of this top secret assignment. Thanks, kid. I knew I was right to come to your gate.
You let in this... Oh. You let in this specialist equipped with his tool. There was more to his plan, but it was top secret after all. I'll take the 3 stars.
Hello. Holy hell! You are actually a nightmare come to life.
Is it the belt?
Yes. Yes,
No.
it's the belt.
Is it the knife and the hockey mask?
And the knife glove. Yes.
Are you sure it's not the belt? Because I have a big job interview today, and I don't want anything to ruin it.
It's not the belt. Tabitha Greaves, you are hereby under arrest for the crime
It's
of
her name's
wanting
Tabitha
to kill
Greaves.
a bunch of teenagers.
I don't want to kill them. It's just been my sole purpose, driven by demonic motivation since I was raised from the dead.
Save it for the courts. So long, Tabitha.
Bye-bye, Tabitha. Ah!
Sorry, I forgot I cut your phone line and didn't fix it. I hate to leave you vulnerable.
That's very considerate of you, Tabitha. How did you escape the guards taking you to prison?
Oh, I killed them. Anyways, guess I'm taking the long way to Lake Scream and Die. If I don't get the job, because I was running late, I'll come back and tell you all about it.
Looking forward to it.
Oh, God. What have I done?
Well, she seems nice. Your impulse to jail this horror show was correct, but as a result of your actions, a half-dozen guards were brutally murdered. So that's not great. Was there a way to stop her once and for all? Probably, but I can't rewind every single one.
We got a call there may or may not be something strange going on in your general vicinity.
Who are you now?
Ghostbusters.
Ghost finders.
Ghost finders? So what, you find ghosts?
That's right.
People call us when they suspect some paranormal activities. We come in and we find out what's what.
Whoa, that's cool, I guess. I always heard that ghosts don't exist.
That is what all the experts say.
And the scholars.
And the historians.
And just about everyone else around the sprawl. But are you sure they don't?
I mean, I'm pretty sure.
But not 100%?
Well, not 100.
Boom! Ghost finders at your service.
Well, I don't know about you.
Ghosts? Come on, Lil. I thought you were more clever than that. You know as well as I do that ghosts do not exist. If these charlatans think they are going to use any of our resources, they've got another thing coming. I don't care if you send them away or send them to the dungeon for lying to a guardsman. Just don't let them in.
I'm not going to send them to the dungeon. I'll just send them away.
I guess we'll have to take our equipment elsewhere. And remember, kid, if there's something strange and it don't look good...
Just go already.
Ghost finders.
Yeah, we get it. You ain't afraid of no ghosts, and you don't put up with con artists either. Good for you, but are you 100% sure that ghosts don't exist? What do you guys think? Do ghosts exist? Oh, hello.
It is imperative that you invite me in. The sun is coming up.
Who?
After our last interaction, you know, the one where you badgered me with questions, but then let me in. I met my lovely bride.
Oh, yeah.
Who now waits for me with a group of our close friends and family to tie the knot in the vampire crypt. Please, invite me in for eternal love's sake.
Okay.
Don't make me regret this, Heinrich. I invite you into the sprawl to get creepy married.
You have just completely redeemed yourself, Lil. My love, I'm coming.
Okay. Not bad. Due to your good job performance, 3.33, you were paid 20 gold for this shift. Nice, nice, nice. Why do you look angry? Tacos.
Let me guess. We're finally gonna have the best friend taco party I've been dreaming about since level 5.
Excuse me, what?
You're not a part of this, Chuck.
Lil, I have something important to discuss with you.
Necklace.
What's the story with the new bling?
It was a gift from Tyronius on behalf of the Mages Guild to keep me safe.
Is it? I don't trust it.
Tyronius has been giving me big bad guy energy since level 1. I would ditch that amulet immediately.
That is for me to decide. Lil, I have something I need to tell you.
Desi, I know we talked about this, but are you sure? Lil's done a lot for us.
I am not having this conversation again. It is entirely inappropriate what you've been put through. That is why tomorrow will be your last guard shift.
Oh no!
This is what I've been saying. But, we're at war. I've been doing a good job, I think. I feel like in lots of little ways have been, I don't know, changing the course of fate.
Yes, you have indeed. You've changed them for the worse. This is why a child should not be in charge of anything.
How do you know I've changed them for the worse? You don't know what would have happened if I'd done different things.
Desi, sure, she's a kid. And no, it's probably not fair. But she's proven she's more than meets the eye plenty of times. You were the reason I asked her to uncover the spy in the GLA.
True as that may be, it's time she was relieved of her duty.
I'm confused.
Where is all of this coming from? I thought we were, you know, friends.
Friends? With you? Someone who has been acting in her own self-interest against the crown? Tyronius has told me the true nature of your character.
Tyronius? He's nuts, and he gives off real main villain energy. Why would you believe anything that creepy ghoul factory has to say?
Because of the necklace.
Because he has accepted the role as my advisor.
He's your 4th advisor?
4th, and perhaps only, if the other 3 remain so utterly useless.
You're gonna fire Stryker? I mean, I get Shit Cannon Ash and Malcolm, but don't you think it's better to, you know, have multiple opinions when it comes to big decisions?
Not anymore. And neither does Tyronius. He also thinks it is time for this little game to be over.
These don't sound like your words.
She's right, honey. They don't.
Listen to me. I have made my decision. Tomorrow will be your final shift. We will not suffer those who speak against the Queen of the Sprawl.
Desdemona, listen to yourself.
I will not be spoken to like that by a filthy...
What?
I'm sorry. I'm under so much pressure. I need to lie down. I don't feel quite like myself right now. Lil, I'm sorry, but it's almost time for the end. Chuck, take me home.
This doesn't make any sense. I've worked my ass off for you and the Bloody Sprawl, not to mention the idiot triplet advisors, and now you're following that Tyronius asshole's advice? Fine, I quit.
You can't quit. You were already relieved of duty.
This sucks.
I'm sorry, Lil. I'll try to talk to her. Good night.
It's morning, isn't it? We just did the night shift. Lil had foiled Brunhilde the morally questionables, to say the least, planned to fatten the children of the Sprawl with candy and bake them into pies, the witch left in a huff. She She took a hard look at her scheme and really thought about why people were so often disgusted at the idea of eating pies made out of children. So she pivoted and created a line of vegan apple pies. After months of tweaking her recipe to perfection, she baked some of the most incredible pies you've ever tasted. She made the cover of the Sprawl Tatler newspaper, was declared best new restaurant, and there was much rejoicing. Yeah. Mayor Scary Tree Monster stomped his way to Caladar, ready to enact Councilwoman Ash's plans to convince them to swear allegiance to the Sprawl. But upon his arrival, he observed a fleet of lumber company vehicles ready to cut down his beloved forest. It seemed that Councilwoman Ash's diplomatic mission was actually a distraction to keep Mayor Scary Tree Monster from voting on the controversial new bill. A bill that included, among other things, plans to cut down Darkwood Forest. Oh no! Upon discovery, he turned around and stomped back to the Sprawl. Mayor Scary Tree Monster arrived at the Sprawl City Hall too late to stop Bill use Darkwood Forest lumber to build orphanages for sick and injured children separated from their parents by the war and help them get their parents back from being signed into law. This was the lowest point in Mayor Scary Tree Monster's political career. Sent out as cannon fodder by Lieutenant Stryker, which brought precious time for the citizens of the Sprawl, the zombies were eventually hacked to pieces by enemy forces surrounding the castle walls. Later, a ceremony was held and a rock was placed on the site of the brave zombie massacre in recognition of their sacrifice. As years went by, people forgot exactly which rock it was that commemorated this act, and eventually they forgot that it happened altogether. History's bitch. With the arrival of Punxsutawney Paulie, they built a secret tunnel to get supplies from the outside plan could officially get underway. I thought it was already underway, like ages ago. The project was completed in record time, with team leader Paulie attributing the plan's great success to his trusty shovel. For the first time in months, substantial amounts of food made its way into the Sprawl. Stabitha Greaves arrived at the camp at Lake Scream and Die just after nightfall. All the campers were asleep in their cabins and the councillors were gathered down by the water for the end of a summer bash. Over a roaring bonfire, the councillors went around the circle, playing guitar and singing and talking about their favourite memories from the summer. Some of them mentioned the outdoor games. Others mentioned hooking up with the other councillors. One person even mentioned enjoying the camp food. Yuck. But not one of them mentioned what happened to Stabitha. It seemed to Stabitha, concealed in the bushes, that they had really enjoyed themselves the night she died. How they laughed when they tormented and teased her until she couldn't take any more of their laughing and ran out into the darkness, fell off a cliff, down onto the rocks at the bottom of the quarry. Oh, how she screamed out for help, for anyone to help, but no one could hear her because they were all too busy laughing. I feel like I missed a lot of her story by just immediately sending her to jail and not talking to her. As the fire died down and the sound of the last poorly played guitar chord hung in the air, Stabitha Greaves emerged from the bushes and ran towards the terrified group of camp councillors. One by one, she hunted them down and picked them off as they screamed in terror. Screaming was all anyone could hear, except, of course, for Stabitha. She was too busy laughing to notice. Needless to say, she didn't make it all the way through the 90-day probation period and didn't get the camp councillor job. Denied entry to the Sprawl and missing their appointment with the Queen, the Ghost Finders continued to scam the feeble-minded, especially being able to claim Queen Desdemona as a client. What? Should I have locked them up then? This gave their business a big boost and they've been in very high demand ever since. To this day, they've still not seen a single ghost, but their merchandise is top-notch, as is their catchy theme song. Count Heinrich Vampire's wedding started beautifully until that pesky Van Helsing showed up and killed the obvious vampire just before sunrise, which would have been the most romantic part of the ceremony. On the plus side, Myrna Herkin was freed from the Count's cursing control and eventually rekindled a romance with her old fling Jonathan. They got married and had a son named Quincy. They were a very boring family. The Sprawl lost one of its best chiropractors that night. Rest in peace, Heinrich. You were too beautiful for this world. Level 11.
And the already spread-thin guard force is calling it the worst night of, and I quote, creepy shit they've ever seen on St. Swithin's Day. And that's saying a lot. So if you see any of the few guards trying their darndest to keep things together inside our fair city walls, just go up and give them a hug, because Po Buddy's nerfect. I'm sorry, there appears to be a typo in that last statement. You're listening to the Morning Crawl, where we won't be playing any of today's top hit music because we will be keeping all frequencies clear in the event of an emergency broadcast. This is Dodger, signing off alone because all of my animal co-hosts were turned into food rations.
Oh no. Oh, another letter.
Hey, a letter arrived from Dad.
Dear Lil, I haven't received your last letter yet. I really could have used the pick-me-up. Things are getting really hectic here. Everyone is busy getting ready for the upcoming naval battle. Even though I don't have any training at all, I'm getting stationed on one of the attack boats on the front lines. But don't worry, I overheard the Admiral say that there may be a plan brewing to unleash a ferocious sea monster, if they can find one. But they'll have to make sure there aren't allies in the water when they do. So that sounds like a plan, right?
Does it?
I don't really know what's in store for me, but I'm doing my very best so I can get home, and we can finally get our lives back on the right track. Wish me luck. I think I'll need it this time. Love, Dad.
I guess all the fighting has disrupted the postal service? Oh, the humanity!
I heard the news this is your last shift down here at the shed.
Yep.
It sure is. I may not always get 4 stars, but I think I've been pulling my weight around here. Seems pretty weird to pull me off duty, just as everything seems to be at an all-time level of terrible.
Speaking of things being terrible, let's make sure you're all stocked up for your shift.
Why was I given this again? I don't know if I need anything else. Maybe get another x-ray.
Are you sure you've got everything you need? I've got a big walk to the east gate ahead of me.
Yep, I'm all set.
Thanks for everything, Garby.
I wonder what would have happened if I hadn't let him in. Right, it's time for some ads, so I will read this after the ad break, and I will see you in a little bit. Naysay's stream, and it's quite cool that she shows clips of other people's channels, so you can kind of see if you like them or not. I mean, it's a random clip from the channel, so sometimes they're a bit pointless and boring, but sometimes they're good. You can try my spoop counter though. If you type !spoop, it'll count how many times I've been. Because she doesn't seem like she was particularly with it. Ah, that made me jump.
God, I am such an idiot.
Yep.
To think that someone like me could ever compete with you in all your sublime beauty, everlasting, immortal.
He's got a knife. I mean, I need you. Get in here. He just murdered me dead. I need to do this more often. This searching thing. I always forget I can do it. Remind me I can do it, people. Will encumber me? No. Don't like that. I've got too much. Oh, wait. I think I did it. But ads want to play. Oh, no. Oh, shit. I mean, very, very much not. Didn't do any of it. Do not worry, Miss Turpentine. Oh. God damn it!
What we're gonna want to do is we're gonna want to split the weight evenly between us and just separate, so that way, if it gets
They
one
don't
of
seem
us,
very sad that I'm dead.
we're not totally at a loss, you know?
Oh.
So, uh-oh. Hurry, Lilith.
I just saw Lilith just fly across the background. What's the next line? You're a sweets catch, a delicious entree. What's the next line gonna be? Cool beans.
All right. Yeah, and so how it works is, as you noticed earlier, so if you hold left click, like I can talk into the radio even though I don't have one, just by standing next to you, and then on the other side, everyone would be able to hear me.
So, you
Okay,
mean
so-
just how walkie-talkies work?
Murder! Murder! Murder!
Ow.
You look so sinister, covered in blood.
I just witnessed a crime.
Reminds me why I thought it was a good
This
idea
is
to
kind
play
of
with these
messed up
guys.
too. Oh my god, I feel bad. Ah!
Avenge me!
Point him in that direction. It's Sam.
Mad Dog's dead.
So here's what we're gonna do. Can someone give me? Can I borrow your radio, Lilith?
Yes, sure.
Ow! Oh, I made a mistake.
Rampage! Rampage! Okay!
Sasaki is trying not to murder me. Go guide me toward Mad's body.
Right.
I'm faster than you silly Billy.
Hello. Right, where were we? This message is for Guardsman Lil. Hi, Lil. They're letting me add something to the writ. Isn't that neat? I just wanted to let you know the Cyclops was the mole, and that the GLA has been able to successfully do 5 missions without incident thanks to your help. Have a great last day. I'm sorry I couldn't convince Desi to keep you on longer. Check. Somebody left the door to the food reserves open last night and the enchanted ice melted away. Looking at you, Randy. We'll need to restock with fresh, non-rotten foods. Please be on the lookout for that. Attention, Randy's friends and colleagues. He is officially exiled from the sprawl. We've confirmed once again that the previous battle was lost, in large part due to the state of the drafted soldiers' equipment. It's your job to turn cold in diamonds to see if there's any way to improve the state of drafted soldiers before signing them up. We've put a call out for mercenaries to assist in our defences. Sprawl Treasury budget has been allocated for this initiative. Try not to overspend the Queendom's money. If you get the best bang for our buck, it will be reflected in your star ranking. Okay, so I've got to pay mercenaries. As a result of the Sprawl's mummies and daddies being turned into cannon fodder, I'm seeing a lot of Vagrant hooliganism from the fouler orphaned youths. Don't be taken in by their rosy cheeks and recently lost baby teeth smiles. Some of them are real stinkers. Okay. Let's load up.
It's me, Kelly. I remember you from the wedding. You didn't want Monty's soup. Can't blame you. If I didn't work there, I wouldn't want it either. I've got a wagon full of food for my boss to help with the whole people dying of starvation thing.
What food?
I didn't know Monty's was part of the war effort.
Oh, yeah, we have been slammed at Monty's lately. What with all the food rationing, we're running out of soup. I had to go all the way to the Monty's in Caladar to get supplies. Heck of a trek for a Cyclops in heels.
There wasn't anywhere closer you could have got food from?
No, the Monty's in Scarborough was burnt down when the duchy was sacked, and the only other Monty's is in Fireball Canyon. But their food is all weird and pixelated, so Caladar it is.
Can I X-ray it?
Whoa, your wagon is full of rotten food.
Yeah, I don't think we want that, thanks.
Well, it wasn't rotten when I picked it up 2 weeks ago.
That's really not great.
Denied.
Hey, kid, I don't gotta take this from you, too. I get enough of this kind of treatment from Monty. You want to deal with this food, then do it. I'm out of here.
Yeah. Yes, the sprawl is desperate for food, but it is not desperate for dysentery. Good catch, Guardsman. Yeah. Oh, God.
Well, well, well. Well, 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 well. If it isn't the plucky little guardsman who set me up with her pal the princess, only to pull the wool over my eyes and ruin my wedding day. Yes, I remember you.
Okay, what do you want?
Personal feelings aside, I was sorry to hear that this dreadful war has all but ruined your precious kingdom. Much in the same way that you ruined my precious wedding day.
Dude, let it go.
I doubt you could even help us if you wanted to. Bertrand is no match for the might of the Marvog Empire.
Reverse psychology, eh? Nice try, but there's no way that will work.
That's what Praetor Kargan said too. She figured you'd be too dumb to understand what it was.
She said that? Too dumb, eh? I will destroy the Marvog Empire myself.
Nice. Sarcasm works. By expertly using reverse psychology and turning their pride against them, they became a powerful agent for the sprawl. Right on. I was just getting annoyed with him mostly. How are you
Groundwalker?
walking?
I am Marabella.
Hi, I'm Lil. Anything else?
I don't know. I've never been above water before. You lead the way.
Why are you here?
Okay, what you doing here, Marabella?
I have an official message from the leaders of my people. This is an official notice that the thalassocracy of...
The what now?
Thalassocracy. It's the word used for an empire that is primarily made up of maritime or seaborne areas.
Huh, learned a new word today.
Yeah, we all did. Thalassocracy.
Okay. The Thalassocracy of Bubbletown is committed.
Sorry, one more time. Bubbletown?
Uh-huh. That's the name of my Thalassocracy.
Bubbletown. Got it. On you go.
Okay. The Thalassocracy of Bubbletown is committed to the defense of the sprawl. That's the end.
That's wonderful news. A new ally in our hour of need? Oh, thank you, good Marabella of Bubbletown, for your message. Are you a warlike people?
Well, we don't like it, but we are quite good at it. We used to be a peaceful people, skilled more in song and art, but we lost our song many years ago, and now we know only war.
Oh, that's rather sad.
The Mer people of Bubbletown are fearsome warriors. They would be an absolute asset in our quest to control the waterways around the sprawl.
Cool.
Armed with tridents, they could fight off any takers if they have enough support. Great find, Guardsman.
Yep, I found her. It's all me.
I was given the message to deliver to you in this old shell. This shell retains sound. They say it can even hold on to sounds from many years ago, like an archive or time capsule. I've always wondered what other sounds might be hidden in this shell.
That's cool. How can you hear what else is inside the shell?
That I don't know. I only know how to access this message. They say the instruction manual for it was lost many years ago.
They say a lot of things, don't they?
I reckon if I redo this and don't call the person.
All right, Marabella.
Can I use the
strap
decoder
on your
ring?
Boots. Boot. Fishtail covering. You're drafted.
The Mer people of Bubbletown would be honored to help the sprawl in their fight.
If I haven't got
We will
4
strike at
stars,
the enemy
I'll
with everything we've got.
try and use the
And
decoder ring
strap
on the shell.
war fins for future reference.
Oh, it
This
didn't
is the place.
say.
I got the call. I'm a mercenary.
Are you?
Your move, kid.
You've got a gun.
Tools of the trade. You have yours, I have mine.
Whoa.
Some negotiations can only be resolved with a blast to the face.
I mean, it is a war. I was thinking it was more like a war with swords. But
A Bangalorian? I thought they were wiped out years ago. They are honorable and will keep their word. Let him in and our defensive capabilities will increase. But for the love of St. Swithin, try to get a discount if you can.
Okay, what's your deal?
The deal is simple, kid. You let me in, and I will jumpstart your city's defenses and give your leadership precious information about your enemies.
Oh, cool.
Not so fast. You don't let me in, I'm taking the same info about the sprawl and selling it to the highest bidder.
Okay, come on in.
Not so fast. It'll cost you.
How much?
Well, that's up for negotiation.
How do I know you're good for it?
A Bangdalorian always keeps their word.
Okay, how much?
I've never seen The Mandalorian, so I guess I'm missing lots of references here.
All right, 1,000 gold.
500 gold.
Fine, 500 gold. I'll assist your city with its defenses and provide enemy intel for the agreed upon price of 500 gold.
Here, take this contract to the castle. They'll settle up with you.
A pleasure doing business with you, kid.
Yeah. The Bangalorian will aid in the defense of the sprawl, and you got him for his lowest possible price. Nice. Don't know how I got him for his lowest possible price, but I guess it's just because I'm awesome.
Charmed to make your acquaintance, young gateminder. I am Gary Dolt, son of Bea and Brian Dolt.
We've met
and
before,
I wish
dude.
To pass. Will you require anything else?
Geary, it's me, Lil, remember? Magnus the Magnificent.
Of course. Pleasure to see you again, Lil. Now let me pass. I'm off to a meeting at the Mages Guild.
You're not a mage,
I don't
though.
know if you heard, but I'm well on my way to becoming a full-fledged mage, a card-carrying member of the guild. Heading in right now to meet with my tutor, Master Tyronius Athanatos.
Oh, no.
He's not much for having a laugh, but I've learned so much from him.
No.
I didn't know that you had any magical abilities at all. Didn't seem like you did last time we met anyway.
Well, I'm just a late bloomer. Master Tyronius has told me that I show great potential as a student, or apprentice, as we are called in the guild.
Truth spray.
I've been summoned to the side of my mentor, the powerful Master Tyronius Athanatos. He is pushing the Mages Guild toward what he has dubbed a grand realignment, putting mages at their proper place in the center of power. If I play my cards right, I could end up being Tyronius's right-hand goblin. Any day now, we will rise again.
I need some advice.
Queen Desdemona has been quite vocal about gathering all mages from across the land to aid in the defense of the sprawl. Even goblin mages, it would seem. You have my permission to permit him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna, though. Queen Desdemona is being controlled.
How dare you deny me? Me, a powerful new member of the Mages Guild. Just wait until Master Tyronius hears about how you've treated his soon-to-be right-hand goblin. You will regret this, Lil. You pathetic little smaggle.
Smaggle yourself. You kept this darker, more powerful version of Gary the Goblin from joining his mentor Tyronius at the Mages Guild Hall. Wonder what I could have done for the 4th star.
Avast, Petey! There blows a fine, upstanding guardsman.
Upstanding guardsman,
We'll take our ship and blast our way through whatever scurvy barnacles are attacking the sprawl's waterways. Yeah.
So, you're saying you'd like to be drafted?
Aye. That's a much more concise way to say it, yar.
What's in your thing there?
Yar, I do like the cut of your jib, young scallywag. Take ye this, a tank of some of the fermenter's finest, to remember me by. Think of me when you're singing your pirate shanty.
Thanks.
I'm 12, but I'll take it for my dad when he gets home.
Yoink.
Thanks for the grog.
Actually, it's an IPA.
Big juicy IPA,
Nice.
Ahoy there, landlubber. The name's Captain Jane Pigeon, and this here's me fine-feathered matey Pete. Though yous can call him Petey if you're an old sea dog like me. Yar, har, har.
Old sea dog,
Is this actually the way you speak, or is this a bit?
Yar! 'Tis a pirate tongue what fills me gob. Yar!
Pirate tongue,
Really? Because it sounds like a bit.
Yeah, all right, it's a bit.
It's a character choice,
I'm captain of a ship called the Fermenter. Kind of a play on words there. We actually operate primarily as a brewery. We transport our beer on the ship and sell it to markets via an interconnected series of waterways. Surprisingly economical to take the beer to the customers rather than have them come to us.
Surprisingly economical,
I'm so relieved to hear that. I thought you were like a pirate, you know, plunder and booty and all that.
I mean, we know our way around booty.
I bet you do.
I'm gonna pretend you didn't just say that. Cool?
Yep, well, I've yet. I feel like it's going to be a sea battle. Coming up next.
Thank you. I will serve the seas of the sprawl with dignity and passion. The enemy will not get through. You won't regret drafting me today.
Good.
Regret it,
Hello. I'm here to join my family in the refugee camp at the docks.
Aww.
Are you Seamus McGoblin's kid?
What's your name, little buddy?
My name's Teeny Tom McGoblin on account of I'm so teeny, and my last name's McGoblin. Me dad and mum and sisters already came through the gates. I was lagging behind on account of me bum leg.
Aw, what happened to your leg?
It fell off.
Aren't limbs supposed to, you know, stay attached?
I'm too poor to have limbs that stay attached.
No.
I know your dad. He's Seamus McGoblin, right? The artist.
Him an artist? No, Mum. He has a real job. He's a painter. He paints things.
Yeah, you can go through.
All right, you little cutie pie. You're free to go in.
Thank you kindly, Mum, and God bless you.
Tell your dad I say hello.
I will, Mum. Oh, I'm so excited to see him, and me mum, and even me sisters. I'm gonna head straight there. I won't even stop to rob any elderly people at knife point.
Good for you.
Aw, that's so... Wait, what?
Well, maybe I'll nick just one geezer, you know, for sport. Toodaloo for now.
Oh my god, what have I done?
I mean, look, if you're getting robbed by a one-legged kid with a crutch, then maybe you don't deserve to keep your money. You've known Seamus McGoblin since level 2. He will be overjoyed to see his son. Should I have not let him in? I don't know.
Hi. Is this where to sign up for the draft?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Wonderful.
What?
Would you like to be drafted to fight in the war?
Oh no, it's not for me. It's for him.
For who?
My pet fish, Dennis.
What?
I'm not sure that I can draft a pet fish. Does Dennis want to fight?
He wants to fight, all right, and he is very good at it. I promise
you. Striker, we've got a fish.
Huh. I had heard rumblings of underground fish fights happening down by the docks in the past. I suppose there is the tiniest chance this could be a fighting fish. If it is, they are rather dangerous, and that could be a big win for us. Or a liability. One or the other.
So that doesn't help me. Truth spray.
Dennis here has gone 28-0 in the admittedly immoral and illegal underground fish fights that happen down at the docks. Or at least they used to before they set up that refugee camp. He's undefeated and shows no signs of slowing down.
All right.
Okay, here's your paperwork. Welcome to the war effort.
Not me, remember? It's for the fish.
Got it. The fish is in.
Yeah. Due to your good job performance, 3.6, you were paid 20 gold for this shift. Your actions led to Gary turning to the dark side. That doesn't feel like a good achievement. Wait. What's happening?
You should see the look on your dumb face.
She looked like she was this close to peeing her pants.
You're not wrong.
Well, the surprise isn't even the surprise, Princess Pea Pants. Wait till you see.
Shh, don't spoil it.
Okay. Congrats on not having a job anymore. We're glad to have you back. Finally.
Yeah.
Well, the surprise isn't even the surprise, Princess Pea Pants.
Shh.
Yeah, you said that already.
Hey, Arda, mind if I write a quick letter to my dad?
Yeah, maybe later, Lil, okay?
Maybe later? No, I have to send him one now.
Is her dad home?
It can wait. Enjoy your party. And your surprise is over there by the fire. But first, I know you're just a kid, but I'll mix you up any drink you'd like, on the house, to celebrate everything you've been doing around here. What'll it be?
I'll just have warm milk.
Coming right up. The letter can wait.
Okay. I bet it's her dad.
I'm sure between my job at the city council and as an administrator with the Guard Corps, if the sprawl was on the verge of catastrophic collapse, from within and without, Mike Melroy would know about it.
I may be baked out of my gourd, as per usual, but I'm telling you, I'm seeing bad omens everywhere. Something very bad is about to go down. Oh, Lil, congratulations! What a party! Are you having a good time?
Yes!
Honestly, I am. I'm really feeling the love, Echo.
What's a love echo?
I'm gonna miss this.
I'm here to collect your badge and your gun.
What badge and gun?
No one gave you a badge and a gun? How the hell did you navigate your way through 11 levels without your badge and your gun?
There are plenty of ways to solve a problem without a gun.
But the badge, Lil. It's all in the badge.
It is all in the badge. I should have had a badge.
I'm gonna miss this too.
Magic lovers of the sprawl, please put your hands together for the one, the only, the Edward, the Great Magician. Alakazoo, Alakazee.
That's Mrs. Abernathy.
By the beard of Bertram Bartleby the Bloated, I appear.
Edward, the official officiant.
It's the Edward, the Great Magician again. Come out of retirement to play one more preteen birthday party. How old are you today, little girl?
I'll play along.
I actually picked up a few tricks from a true blue real deal mage I met. Lil. I am small but nimble with a bushy tail. In trees I scamper, never to fail. I gather my food and store it with care. Do you know what animal I am? Do you dare?
Squirrel.
That's right! A sparrow! Ta-da!
What?
What? Sparrows don't have bushy tails. And since when do they scamper through trees?
When they're not flying, of course.
Yeah, okay. You got me there, the Edward.
Do you have time for another?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go. I'm small and petite, with feathers so fine. I sing sweet melodies, a sound so divine. I flit and flutter through the air with ease, and build my home high up in the trees. Who am I? Can you guess my name? I'm a little bird that's known for its fame.
Well, that's a squirrel then.
That's right! It's another sparrow!
Oh.
Ta-da!
Edward, these hints suck. I'm sure Becky Schneiderman would love these tricks, but I'm just not in the mood. Despite your aggressive mediocrity at everything you try, I'm gonna miss you.
Why are you talking like you're never going to see these people again? They're all in the pub. You live in the pub. Oh, I just noticed that. That's so cool. Oh, I can't look at it.
There she is, my little
Why do
guardsman.
you look sad? How?
Dad? What are you doing here? Oh, I missed you so much. What is going on?
Oh,
You stopped
look at
writing
his
letters.
hat.
I got worried something had happened to you.
Yeah, your dad's same. But look at his hat.
What could happen to me? I wasn't the one off fighting a war.
It's all lit up and
remember?
it's not even plugged in.
Yeah, but you get some pretty tough customers coming through that gate. Sometimes if you try to whip them, or even just talk to them in the wrong way, it's game over. I got worried.
So they let you leave the war because you were worried about your daughter? I mean, shouldn't you be fighting in an epic naval battle right about now?
No, they didn't. And yes, I should be. But I couldn't stand being at war for a second longer.
You've gone AWOL, dude. That's not
I was actually
great.
pretty instrumental in winning a couple of battles out there. I did some amazing things for a chubby, middle-aged guy. I think all because I was thinking about you and wanting to keep you safe.
Things have been hard and weird and creepy, but I'm so glad you're here. I feel like I can take on anything if you've got my back. And I'm glad you didn't die.
I'm glad I didn't die too.
I could die any day now.
You're not wrong.
This isn't about you, Mrs. Abernathy.
All right, Seamus.
I'll be up to tuck you in soon. We can figure out what the rest of our lives will look like in the morning.
No.
I do hope you'll tell your father how good of a babysitter I've been while he's been away.
Excuse me?
You were supposed to be looking after me?
I dressed you, I bathed you, I cooked you 3 square meals a day.
I've been here, alone, this whole time.
Then tell me this. Who have I been bathing, Lil? Who?
Take your meds, Mrs. Abernathy.
This hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat.
What? Really? Because I have to say, that's a pretty fantastic hat.
You should
It's
have
got a
seen my
disk drive and
previous
everything,
hat.
a floppy drive.
Aye, my journey,
It continues.
There's no pleasing some people.
Well, is it bedtime then? Yes. Without the arrival of the wagon carrying ingredients, Monty's home of the soup was in a real predicament. Just like he did during the great bowl shortage of O2, Monty was going to have to improvise. Throwing eggshells, wood shavings, and anything else that seemed remotely edible into a pot, Monty created the new signature menu item, the Slim Pickens Stew. Everyone who ate it experienced intense gastrointestinal pain and explosive diarrhea. At the restaurant, it took a substantial bribe to the health inspector and a very large mop to clean up the mess. Kelly put in her 2 weeks' notice and started looking for another job. She was tired of being indirectly responsible for poisoning so many people. Prince Phineas was insulted to hear that Praetor Kargan thought he was too dumb to know what reverse psychology was. How dare she think something like that? He thought he was going to have to think of a way to make good on his vow to defeat Marvarg once and for all. But how exactly was he going to destroy the entire Marvarg Empire? He started thinking this was going to be tough, maybe too tough. He probably shouldn't even try to do it, but maybe that's why he should do it, to prove that it could be done. And he was just the man for the job. But if he could do it, anyone could, right? Maybe. Months of talking himself into, and subsequently back out of, doing battle with Marvarg eventually drove Prince Phineas mad. The people of Petrard staged a coup and demanded he step down as leader of Petrard. But maybe he should do the exact opposite of what they wanted, he thought. Maybe. The intelligence gained from the Bangalorian led to the evacuation of an outlying farming village before the enemy could attack, saving dozens of lives, a win for the sprawl in a season of losses. Using the money raised for providing this intel, the Bangalorian was able to commission the design of a personal jetpack. His budget was a mere 500 gold, so it was an absolute hack job and immediately exploded, severely burning his face. Thank goodness for the helmets he already possessed. Gary's magical power flourished thanks to his powerful crystal-infused wand, and the apprentice mage was a natural choice to be named as the right hand of Tyronius Athanatos. As a high-placed member of the New Freedom Caucus, Gary was instrumental in drafting their new code and creed, including rules for the treatment of smaggles. The goodness that Gary had helped foster with his work in the GLA was rapidly overshadowed by the harsh and draconian measures he put in place with the Dark Mages. His obsession with his wand and its crystal only deepened, and the goblin became very thin and gaunt, his eyes becoming sunken in his emaciated face. He took to muttering to himself and became agitated during daylight. Although he received many messages from his former best friend Julian, he never replied, and the two goblins never saw each other again. Oh, Gary. On his way to the docks to meet his family, Teeny Tom happened across an old lady attempting to cross a busy street. What a perfect opportunity to rob her at knife point, he thought, and he did just that. Later, once reunited with his family, Teeny Tom told them all about the old geezer and showed them the purse he nicked from her. While they were mortified at Tom's actions, they couldn't deny that the sweet bun they found in the pilfered handbag was a welcome treat. Oh, it was Mrs. Abernathy. Across the town, the old lady was rushed to the hospital with knife wounds. While the doctor was distracted, the old lady shapeshifted and took the form of one of the nurses and escaped from the examination room. A trail of mysterious orange ooze was seen leading out of the hospital. He robbed a shapeshifter at knife point. Oh, I've got a good army, let's go. Oh, they're gonna kill me. Mary Bella returned to home in Bubbletown with the message, "We swam to battle. We swim to battle." The fierce but uninspired tribe of the Merpeople moved songlessly into the fray and failed to instill any terror into the enemy. Captain Jane Pigeon and her pirates, read costumed brewery employees, raised the sails of the good ship Fermenter and set off for adventure. Luckily, the captain had the good fortune of removing their signature IPA from the ship prior to departure, which led the pirates to soberly take down a few more enemy vessels than they would had they have been sourced. Dennis, the 7-time all-fish fighting champion, was released into Sprawl Harbour with a loud plop. As he had done all his life, he attacked the first thing he saw with all the ferocity a thoroughbred sarcastic fringehead could muster. Unfortunately, the first thing in Dennis's path were the other drafted forces. By the time the enemy arrived in the harbour, Dennis was fast asleep in the enemy harbour with a full belly and a sense of accomplishment. No. Morning came, and the waters of Sprawl Harbour finally calmed. The enemy ships had left the harbour, but not before laying waste to the docks and the encampment that had sprung up there. War had caught up with the refugees once again. There were no survivors. Oh no! The destruction of the docks will have a massive impact, not only on the Sprawl's military forces, but on its ability to receive essential supplies and food. A red sky shone brightly that morning, anonymous portent of doom. Oops! Level 12.
We have just received word that the enemy has overtaken the Sprawl's military forces. While the city's walls continue to hold, the remainder of the Marvagian forces are expected to join the siege in the coming days. This is a dark day for the Sprawl. As you can tell by my voice, this is a very serious thing I'm saying. We will be keeping this channel clear for instructions from the palace and other emergency updates.
Well, I mean, what do you expect when you put all that in the hands of a 12-year-old? Quite honestly.
Oh God, it's all over. I should find Dad. We need to get somewhere safe.
Yep, we do. Be nice.
Dad, I just heard the news. Oh, hello, Cecil. Welcome to my bedroom. Have you come to join us in being slaughtered by an invading army?
Sorry for the intrusion, but this is official business. I was sent by Queen Desdemona herself to retrieve the Chronometer 3000 device.
No.
I'm not just gonna give it to you, Cecil. Dr. B gave it to me, and it's my job to protect it.
I don't want to do this, Lil. My instructions are to bring you with me to the war room if you don't comply.
Then it sounds like I'm coming with you, Cece.
Don't call me that.
I'm coming too. I know you got fired, but does that mean I did too? Should I be at work right now?
Fine. Dad, suit up.
What makes you think I've got a suit?
Right. Let's go.
This is the last chapter, guys. Let's see what a mess I've made of this kingdom.
Ah, there she is, Your Majesty.
Yeah, she
Lilith,
looks completely
the
not
Gate
mind-controlled,
Guardsman.
doesn't she?
Yes, Lilith. I see you chose not to simply hand over the Chronometer 3000 as requested.
No, she did not. Stubborn as a mule, gets it from her mother. And I'm her dad, Hamish. Hello, Your Majesty. I'm here to inquire about getting my gate guard gig back.
Silence.
Where's Chuck?
Who?
The Goblin Revolutionary is securely under lock and key on charges of treason against Her Majesty.
That's crazy.
That's enough. Lilith, the Chronometer 3000, hand it over now.
No.
No.
I beg your pardon?
Dr. B entrusted me with the Chronometer 3000 to test it out at the guard shed, so I could make sure that only the right people would make it into the Sprawl.
A position you sullied with your own personal agenda and no longer hold. You do not need the chronometer any longer. Tyronius does.
I'm sorry, does that mean there's an opening?
How dare you interrupt Her Majesty, you useless, pathetic nobody guardsman!
Hey, now! So I am still a guardsman.
Enough of this. Guards, lock the doors. They are not leaving until they hand over the Chronometer 3000.
Nobody's doing anything with a chronometer until I hear from Dr. B.
Unfortunately, the good doctor is indisposed. There was a small mishap at the dig site, and let's just say she fell to her death.
Oh no!
What? You killed Dr. B?
Well, she was hanging at the edge of that pit when I left her, so who can say?
Who can say indeed?
Your Majesty, are you hearing this? Desdemona, snap out of it!
She can't help you now, child. The Athanatos Amulet of Total Mental Sublimation is among the oldest magic in the world, and its spell is not easily broken. Only the power of true friendship can release the spell's hold.
Lil,
Help me. My friend.
Yes.
What? I didn't know you two were friends. Shit. Okay, new plan. Give me the chronometer 3000 now, or I'll kill you.
Why do you even want the chronometer anyway? I know things with the war turned out pretty horribly. Just let me figure out how I can use it to make things better.
Are you mad? It's your poor decision-making that got us into this war in the first place.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
That's not true.
Oh, no?
A little
Who
bit
was it
true.
that swayed the mind of the princess to choose the prince over the praetor? Who drafted soldiers onto the front lines? If we had gone to war with Petrard, we might have stood a chance, but we never had any hope against the might of the Marvog Empire. Every drop of blood shed in this war is on your hands, Lilith.
Holy cow, maybe he's right.
Don't listen to him, sweetie. It wasn't your fault. 1, you're 12, and 2, the princess chose Chuck as her partner, remember?
That's right. She was never going to marry either of those clowns. Love would have won out every time.
Yes, love. That. Then I'll go back in time and kill the leader of the Goblin Liberation Army before he can interrupt the wedding ceremony. Then it's a simple matter of making the Queen marry the Praetor. Then, with our combined forces, we will destroy Petrard and then take control of their energy production. Finally, I will kill Desdemona, like I did her father, and take my rightful place as King Tyronius the First.
You do realise you just said all that out loud, right?
I can't let you do this.
You can't kill Chuck. He's my hero.
I thought I
Yeah.
was your hero, you good-for-nothing little worm. Feel my wrath.
Come on, Gary.
Wait, Master, don't. Oh no, Lil, please. Tell Julian
Oh no, Gary.
Gary! No! Dad, let's get out of here.
But the doors and the guards.
I'm not sure if this is gonna work, but hold my hand.
There it is. The chronometer 3000. Give it to me.
What happened? Where am I? The palace. Oh, the wedding. But it's not the same. Desdemona's gonna marry Praetor Kargan, and there's that bastard Tyronius, and he's got my chronometer. What is he gonna do?
I now pronounce you married. You may now kiss.
Oh my god, Dad!
No!
No, 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 no!
I've been pincushioned with arrows a few times in my day. Ugh, but this time they hit something important.
No.
To think I've lived through a whole war only to die at a wedding. Lil, I'm sorry I failed you. I love you, Lil.
Dad? Don't do this to me. This can't be happening. Dad, please, come back.
Drat. Even without that infernal goblin interfering, things still escalate. This won't do at all. Oh well, off to another timeline with more favorable variables.
Oh God, what? Dad, you're alive!
What? I'm unarrowed? What's going on?
I don't have time to explain.
I'm sorry, I'm inconveniencing you?
I've got no time for another tutorial.
Oh God. Food table.
Go get something to eat.
Whatever you say, kiddo.
I don't know why. Select the Edward the efficient if you need to advance to the next timeline. I don't understand what that means. Oh, what?
I only wish Sprang could.
There.
I mean, I don't understand what's going on.
What is that? Some kind of force field? I can't get anywhere close to Tyronius while it's up. Maybe there's someone who could help me disable it.
Oh, God. Who? You?
Particulus, I need your help. You see that necromancer by the altar?
I didn't until you pointed him out. How very strange.
Well, he's protected by a force field. Do you have a spell or something that could help me with that?
I know spells that might work, but I'm not technically licensed to cast.
This is a matter of life and death.
Just
Spill
do it, dude.
Okay, fine. There is a loophole. If the ancient elven hymn Et Fici Pulmentum in Brachus is being performed, my license increases by 3 levels. Then I'd have no problem casting the spell for you.
Okay.
What does the title of that elvish song mean?
No one knows.
I'll see what I can do. Excuse me, but do you take requests? Would you be able to sing Et Fici Pulmentum in Brachus?
Ah, a true connoisseur. No problem.
Do you hear that?
Ah, I can feel the prohibitive and arbitrary restrictions placed on my spellcasting fading away. Behold.
Do it. Yeah. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go. 18, 17, 16. Ah.
Now I've got you.
You meddlesome little smaggle. I should have done this long ago.
Oh. With a single word and a flick of his wrist, Lil was reduced to a pile of ash by the evil mage Tyronius.
I guess I got excited. I can't go one-on-one with him.
Okay.
I need some backup.
Okay. Backup from who?
What are we doing up here?
I don't have time to explain, but when I give the signal, I'm gonna need you to fight somebody.
No problem. I showed up pretty drunk and ready to go. Who am I fighting?
See that necromancer-looking guy? That guy.
It's on.
Okay. Oh.
Gary, you're still good in this timeline.
How nice of you to say.
I need your help. See that necromancer by the altar?
I didn't until you pointed him out. How very strange.
Well, he's protected by a force field. Do you have a spell or something that could help me with that?
I'm pretty new at this, but I should have something. I just don't have enough mana stored up to cast it. But... Oh, I shouldn't say.
Say!
This is a matter of life and death. Spill it.
Okay, fine, but you didn't hear it from me. The secret ingredient in Monty's soup is narcotics-grade pixie dust. That's why everyone around here is so obsessed with it. It's really not all that great.
And
narcotics-grade pixie dust is a favorite of students at the Mages Guild because it gives them a major mana boost. Get me some soup, and I should be able to execute the spell.
Okay. Ah, Monty's is the caterer, so that's fine. Excellent. Oh,
Thanks for choosing Monty's, home of the soup.
Can the Mandalorian help me fight as well?
hey, bounty hunter.
Yes?
Give me that blaster. I know you got on you.
Why should I?
I'll pay you a lot of gold.
Sounds good.
Nice. If you face Tyronius with Hamish, he will be equipped with this weapon. Good. Good, 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 good.
some good shit. I'm brimming with mana now, baby. At least, I hope that's what I'm brimming with. Here goes nothing.
Okay, do I need...
Keep your eyes peeled for anyone using the wedding as a pretext to do something suspicious. The job never stops, Lil.
Can I borrow your glasses?
No.
Okay then. Dad, now!
How's this for being a useless, pathetic nobody?
You continue to annoy me. Lightning!
Don't even think about it.
Yeah!
Why, you meddlesome...
Now, Lil, get the doohickey.
Not before I go back one more time.
No!
No!
Lil. Lil!
What, Dad? I just had the strangest... Wait a minute. Where am I? What happened?
Do you want the long version or the short version?
Don't be cute. I remember we were back in time at the royal wedding. Tyronius had the chronometer. You distracted him, and I grabbed for it, and...
And before I could even blink, we were right back where we started, in the war room with the princess. Except Tyronius wasn't there, and you were unconscious. You've been in bed for a week. You've been muttering some very strange stuff. A scary tree monster became a mayor? Ridiculous.
Tyronius wasn't there? What happened to him? And the war? And Desdemona?
There's someone waiting to see you who might do a better job of filling you in than me.
If we messed with time.
Hello, Lil.
Desdemona? You're being mind-controlled by Tyronius. You need to listen to me.
It's really me. I'm not under Tyronius' spell anymore.
You're not wearing his amulet anymore. Did you know that it was allowing him to control your mind?
No, I wasn't aware of that when he gave it to me.
And that a spell could only be broken by true friendship. And then you started to break free because I was your true friend. So are we like besties now?
Again, I don't recall any of this. As far as I remember, he tried to grab the chronometer from you, then in a flash of light, he was gone. There hasn't been a trace of him or the device since.
Is there a chance he still has it? Is he back in time right now, messing things up even more?
Could be.
It's doubtful. From what we understand from Dr. B's notes, once a chronometer has been synced to an individual's life force, it can prove disastrous to anyone else who tries to meddle with it.
So, Dr. B, she's really...
Yes. Unfortunately, she remains dead. When you reappeared without the chronometer, we lost the ability to go back and fix things, including the terrible things I may have said or done while under his control.
No.
I'm so sorry. Can you ever forgive me?
Of course.
Of course I can. You weren't you. I can only imagine what it would have been like to be under that creep spell.
Thank you, Lil.
And can you forgive me, Your Majesty, for forgetting to tell you how grateful we are, allowing me to return to my post, and for personally taking such good care of Lil this week?
Of course, Hamish. But the Sprawl is grateful to your daughter, Lil, for all she has sacrificed to save it.
But the war! Has it changed? Tyronius said that he was going back to kill Chuck and...
Chuck is alive and well, thanks to you. And we still lost the war. But with Tyronius missing, things seem to have taken a turn for the better. We are still not out of the woods, but the worst is behind us. The Mages Guild has scattered. We discovered that some of the more loyal mages to Tyronius were supporting the enemy army with magic. But without this advantage, they were incapable of delivering a fatal blow to our fair city. The enemy is still there, just outside the walls, and months of negotiations are ahead, but hopefully I can avoid any further bloodshed.
Well, that's good news at least. So, what now?
What do you mean, what now?
Well, do you need me to unmask a goblin spy? Work the night shift? Harass any of your advisors?
Lil, don't you get it? It's over. You don't have to do any of that anymore. Let the grown-ups do their jobs. Besides, I don't want you to be a guardsman anymore. I'd like you to just be my friend.
That sounds good to me.
Join me at the palace once you're feeling up to it. I'll have the kitchen cook up some tacos.
Yay!
Finally!
Talk about fancy friends. She seems nice. I'd love to spend the day with you, but I've got a shift down at the guard shed. You can do whatever you want. Chill. Go play. Have that childhood you keep talking about. Or, join me for another shift.
Well, one more shift couldn't hurt, could it?
It's such a good game. I got the second best ending. It said.
Without the burden of Tyronius's amulet affecting her judgment, Desdemona became the strong ruler the Sprawl needed to negotiate its surrender and lead the subsequent peace talks. She was able to win a number of concessions from the enemy that allowed the Sprawl to retain some of its freedom under occupation. As it happens, in secret, a certain hooded figure leads a growing resistance that will one day overthrow the occupiers. Desdemona and Chuck's marriage was, unfortunately, no match for the pressures put on them by the Sprawl's defeat. The divorce was as amicable as any royal divorce could be. A source in the palace shared that the two remain friends. When the Sprawl fell to the enemy forces, the occupiers' hatred and intolerance towards non-human races took greater root in the city. This forced many underground, which, if you were a mole person, is no big deal. Not great for the others, though. The Goblin Liberation Army continued meeting in secret and has become an instrumental part of the insurgency movement against the Sprawl's occupying forces. On the final day of the war, a power-hungry Tyronius used the wicket on his 3 rival advisors. Thankfully, he was confused by the contraption and accidentally denied them instead of sending them to the dungeon. Ousted, they walked to the nearest tavern outside of the Sprawl and began to plot how to overthrow Tyronius and save the Queen. It wouldn't be necessary in the end, as Lil did their jobs for them, again, but the act of plotting over drinks really brought the trio together. After the fall of the Sprawl, Councilwoman Ash was enlisted by the enemy to be their intermediary to the Queen. The occupiers saw her as an effective and ruthless new hire, but they greatly underestimated her spycraft. This Employee of the Month secretly fed intel to the Resistance, which monumentally weakened the enemy's hold on the Sprawl. Lieutenant Stryker's execution was immediately scheduled by the enemy.
Oh no.
However, before she could be hanged, she disappeared from prison.
Yay!
Cries of "Viva la Goblution" were heard in the vicinity of the dungeon, and although she hasn't been seen, it is believed that she is in hiding, assisting the insurgency.
Hey, gorgeous. Can I just finish this? And then I can give you all the fusses. Yeah? Or do you want to come on my lap for a bit? No, you don't want to come on my lap. Okay.
Malcolm disappeared, as did a not insignificant sum from the palace treasury.
Sorry, I'm getting distracted by Tiggy wanting
Meanwhile,
fusses.
Rumors out of Fireball Canyon tell of a new circus, the most outrageous and lavish circus the world has ever seen. The rumors also tell of its charismatic ringleader and the fish he wears on his belt.
Wonder who that is. I'm having to click the mouse
Dr.
with my left
Beatrix
hand.
von Matterhorn's body
My right hand's
was
busy giving
never
Tiggy
recovered.
fusses.
Since her presumed death, Lil has been having the most vivid dreams of Dr. B, traveling through alternate versions of the sprawl. In these dreams, the lost scientist seems to be trying to tell her something, but Lil can never remember exactly what it is upon waking. Lil and Hamish continue to live above the Twisted Sisters Tavern. They were able to purchase new furniture and a second outfit, thanks to a gift from the palace for Lil's role
outfits?
in saving the world. Lil continued to cover for her dad at the guard shed, and he continued placing bets on Goblin Ball games. Customer surveys indicate that Lil has become somewhat better at the job.
What about old Echo the Wanderer, you ask? Well, that's me. I'll continue to chronicle the happenings of the sprawl, from the migration of the birds to the illegal fish fights down at the docks. So remember, when you get a snoot full of pungent peace blossom in your nose, I'll be there. When you overorder pizza at your place of business and people are invited to take some home, I'll be there. And when the next calamity threatens the lives of the good people of the sprawl, I'll be there.
What an awesome little game. And second best ending. I think, given that I was just doing my little best, I wasn't aiming for anything in particular. I was just going with what felt right. I think second best ending's good. Normally when I do that, it all goes horribly wrong and I end up with the worst ending. So, pretty pleased with that. I think I'll definitely play through it again. To see what other outcomes there are. See how many endings. I don't know how many endings there are. But yeah, that was really good. I hope you enjoyed it too. Thank you so much for watching. Let's see who's around to raid, shall we? That one. Loads of people streaming. Let's go see Villa. So, raid message will appear in the chat at some point. Copy that, paste it when we get there. And as I say, thank you for watching. I will see you hopefully Sunday for some Pharaoh. Bye bye.